Oh, hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, it's Sunday, it's Sunday, it's Sunday. I hope you guys' weekend went well. I hope everything's doing well. So guys, we all know it's Sunday. We all know what time it is. Sit in the asteroid, guys. Sit in the asteroid. Now today is going to be about military, guys. So guys, anyone that's in the military, guys, I'm gonna drop the link early, or you can go to the Discord, guys, and click there. I'll drop the link here. Any and all former or current servicemen, feel free to call in. Like I said, guys. Cause yeah, now the last time that I did these was about 5 or 6 months ago. So I've done two or three of these guys. I think the first two were in the early days of the channel. So yeah, guys, like I said, hold on, give me a second. 1 minute. Okay. Parrot Girl's here. Oliver's here. What's going on? Rage Eye Gamer and Benny Dave. What's going on? David, what's going on, my friend? Oliver, what kind of car is that in your avatar, man? I can't tell.
Hey, can you hear me? Okay, there
Yeah.
we go. It is a Mazda 2000. It's a 2017 Mazda 6. It's the
nice
car I drive.
Hi, man. Sweet. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Doing good. You've been talking about having this military/veteran talk for about 2 weeks now, and saw it come up as one of your posts or the whatnot. It's like cool.
Man.
I told you in a previous podcast.
Yeah.
I was in for about 4 years. I only did 4 years, but
Well, only 4 years, huh? No, dude. No. You did 4 years. Okay, that's just the thing people they don't understand, right? Like, I think as there's this kind of misandrist disdain for men, I think that directly affects the public view of the military and first responders in general. It's like, oh, what you guys have done, what veterans do, oh yes.
Well, here's the thing. I wasn't anything special, man. I didn't get deployed. I was about to get deployed for a 6-month rotation until my unit got canceled on its orders. But I mean, like, I was just nothing special. I was just some guy on a tank for 4 years. I mean, I didn't go out and save the world. I didn't save a bunch of puppies or anything like that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that people do. Yeah, so to you, you're the humble guy, but you don't deserve to be taken for granted, like your efforts and your service either, right? Because here's the thing: you volunteer to serve, and what that means, like Gen Z, millennials, dude, like I don't think that they understand because they didn't have a Cold War. They didn't have parents or grandparents or uncles and stuff who served in Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? It's like they didn't really understand. You know what I mean? Like, yes.
I was in the mid '90s, so it wasn't. I mean, we were still going, recovering from the Cold War, and they were still teaching Cold War tactics in the Op 4 and everything. And I mean, like, I buried my buddy. Like I wasn't even. I didn't even receive my mosquito wings yet, and I buried my buddy. So it's like, from a training accident. So it's like, stuff happens.
Well, I have an uncle. He was really, really high up in the police force. He was a commissioner in a major city. I don't want to say which one, but it's like, man, people put their butts on the line, especially men. And these modern through of wars, just whatever. It's like when they in the same way that I say, Steve, your camera's on. So you might want to turn that off, and then I'll let you up. But yeah, hold on. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Steve, your camera's still on. There it is. But yeah, so this whole thing where what men do is the default, right? All these men that are falling off of skyscrapers, doing all these things, that's just what we're supposed to do, right? And back in the day, it's not like guys like you, Oliver, expect to be, oh, Oliver, wow, you're so great. But there was always this implied sense of appreciation that you would get from the community, right? It was this, I would say, I would liken it to, Steve, where'd you go, man? You dropped off. Please try and call back in, man. But I would liken the military service to what to like stepdads. A stepdad back in the day, you would get a lot of it was the quote unquote right thing to do, because oftentimes a woman, she was only a single mom if her husband died in a war or left, right? So then you would be, hey, look, I'm gonna step in. Oh, you know what? That Oliver is a good guy because he took on, Mrs. whatever and her son. Now guys get clowned for trying to be stepdads, right? And men who go out there and join and do what I think is one of the most admirable things to do, and that's join the military, right? There's like a low level disdain that a lot of these beta young men and these 304s have. Hey Steve, try using a different browser, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're using what's that stupid Microsoft thing? Edge.
Yeah, I use
Edge. But try and use Chrome, dude. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. Emoji Misters here. Sovereign, what's going on? He says, I have respect for the brave men who truly fight for our country and freedom. I distrust God. Okay, Sovereign, I always say that if the government, if our government was more interested in protecting America and not American interests, those are two different things. Sometimes things would be better, but no matter what, even if you disagree with where our troops are being sent, guys, you always have to appreciate the troops. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The disrespect that some of our servicemen have experienced over the last 40, 50 years is just absolute clown world. Dark Horse, what's up, man? Pitmaster's here. Pyro's
AJ,
here.
I want to expand on what you're saying about how stepfathers used to be revered and respected. Military men are also like stepfathers, where stepfathers, it's only recently that men have started to say, don't be a stepdaddy, and we'll call a stepdaddy a simp. But most of the disrespect comes from the women who benefit from the stepfather stepping up. It's the same thing with the military.
Yeah, that's true.
The people that benefit the most from the military's protection are the ones disrespecting. It's crazy. It's clown world.
I mean, yeah. Here's an add-on to that, and that is military personnel and stepfathers have the same thing in common: is that they always have to deal with 304s.
Yep, that's true. That's true. And guys,
and the military is terrible. Oh my goodness! It's like I was a barracks rat because of all of the 304s that were at the bars and the clubs looking for a GI to latch on for the BAQ and the whatnot. And it's like when you're in the middle of nowhere, or you're like. And it's like in a swamp or something like that, in a desert. And it's like, man,
Oliver said, he said,
run! Get to the chopper!
Pretty much. And it's a lot of you're better. I mean, there on occasion, once a month, I go to the GI town, get a table at the bar, and they'd be, playing all sorts of, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s music, just a huge mix of everything. And it's like, I would just sit in the corner and I would be just pounding beers after beer after beer. It's like mid 90s. So I think you remember the Red Dogs. For some strange reason, I love those
Red Dogs.
I know. Red Dogs in the corner, man.
Let's go.
Just being left alone, smoking my cigs,
Yeah. Yeah.
I never wanted to be thanked for anything. Just leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, men, we shoulder the burden of society. And we don't really ask for much. We don't. Men have never really, really asked for much. Yet women, when they do anything, all of a sudden they want praise and all this other crap. It's like, I always say this. Imagine there's a bunch of men in one of those things. What are they called? In Thailand, where you see the guys pulling the people in the little wagon things. Ah, man, the
tuk-tuks, the rickshaws.
Yeah, a rickshaw. So all the men are pulling the rickshaw, and all the women are in there, and the women are the ones complaining to the men about how hard it is. Like, you're in the wagon. We're the ones pulling the damn thing.
So what you're talking about is that women want credit for possibility. So women think that a female's possibility trumps a man's probability. I was talking to this one girl about history for some reason, and I said we got on World War II. Over 12,000 Russian men died in World War II. She's like, well, women fought too. 800,000.
Did you say 12,000?
No, 12 million.
Yeah, okay.
12 million men. 800,000 women fought for Russia in World War II. Like, well, see, women fought too. Did you just not hear me say that 12 million men died? Or, you know what? I'll go further. And tell me what you think about this. Women always say, body autonomy. You know, I'm not going to say the A word. Men will never know what it's like to not have control over your bodies. Yeah. Tell the hundreds of thousands of men that got 1-aid in Vietnam about not being able to control their body. Tell Muhammad Ali, who spent 2 years in prison because he didn't want to go to Vietnam, about having control over his body. Now that wasn't a lot of men. So what? Most of the women want praise for in the man's world. It's not a lot of women, but they want all the praise for it.
That's true. And guys, there's a sneak preview for a video I'm dropping at midnight. Guys, Oliver, Doug MPA, Dark Horse, Pitmaster, David, Rogue, did you know that these knuckleheaded 304s in America are actually trying to do an American Women's Strike Day?
Must be nice. I'll be at work.
You guys know how in Iceland they were like, all of us women, we're gonna go on strike.
Yeah, okay, bye.
And we're gonna teach these men a lesson.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
And nothing happened.
I know. It's
nothing.
Like, oh my goodness, I could get my work done.
Seriously, I don't have to worry about HR, DEIA, or any of this foolishness, right? And guys, all they're gonna prove is how useless they are. And guys, I'm gonna do this series as a countdown. And guys, you know, either the day of or the day after, because the day after, they're gonna have all these excuses of, well, we tried, but you know, the men, right? Guys, we're gonna go in.
Well, AJ, I think I told you in a previous podcast that I'm a tax manager at a CPA firm. Now, there is just one profession more worthless than anything, and that's HR. Completely, totally.
No, you're wrong. The DEI department is even worse.
DEI is worse than HR.
It's intertwined, okay? I mean, these people are looking to justify having crap degrees from these universities. They spent $100,000 on these worthless degrees, and then they just try to find justification. It's like, this is why you have all these kook professors. It's like they're trying to justify their PhDs in freaking basket weaving or something.
Oliver,
like
that would be PH duh.
And just for reference, guys, on my channel, what are those who follow my channel, what are the 7 degrees I always say that women get that no one cares about, that aren't going to make them any money? Follow along. Psychology, sociology, social work, criminal justice, some kind of studies degree. So gender studies, Asian studies, African American studies,
fat studies,
communications, and education. Those are the 7.
Yep, that's true. And what's
and
funny
none of them are math oriented. That's the thing. It's like they're just too lazy to get good at math. I mean, nobody is good at math. I spent hours upon hours taking math. I mean, doing math problems just to be halfway decent at it. I have no idea how I passed Calculus 1, but I still passed because I worked my tail end off.
I tell you, that was the best C- I ever got was pre-calculus calculus. It was like junior year. And yo, that professor stopped speaking English about 3 weeks. End of class. I didn't know what was going on, dude. And it didn't help that he was like Asian AF, like from Asia. So I was like, oh my god, like I don't know what's going on.
You get me something sad. So I studied budgeting in grad school, and then I do budgeting for my day job now, and like financial math is great. When you know where the money's going.
Yeah,
it's great, but they don't teach financial math in high school.
Yeah, heaven forbode, right?
Well, when I was in 8th grade, they like taught bookkeeping. It's like how to budget, doing the envelopes. But this is the late 80s. I mean, I don't know what they teach in schools these days, but I mean, that's a rare skill to find.
Yeah. Yep. Now, guys, so let's get into this year. Women military PT requirements. Okay, so guys. The first thing that we're going to talk about in the military, right, is DEIA, okay? Because, guys, the military is a fighting force first and foremost, okay? Guys, I dropped the link to the StreamYard for anyone who wants to come on up. Don't be shy. Steve, try again, but use a different browser, dude, or even use your phone if you can, right? So, guys, DEIA, and guys, I gotta break out the race card. DEIA is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard, and I try to not swear on my streams, guys, but it's the biggest bunch of BS I've ever heard. All right?
Yeah,
guys.
You slapped my wrist for that.
Right? So guys, I try to not swear, right? But guys, DEIA grinds my gears more than anything I've ever heard because it's so ridiculous, right? Guys, if you... Okay, first of all, people have a skewed view of what America looks like. Guys, America is different than most countries because unlike like Germany, where the Germans are there's a German ethnicity, a German language, right? If you go to China, there's the Chinese who are China, or like the Polish. America's not that same way. Anyone can come here, get citizenship, and be American, right? So we have a different racial and ethnic view, okay? But the majority of this country is still white. That's just the way it works, okay? I think it's like almost 70%. Blacks, we're 13.5%. Of the population, right? Oh, Lenny was Marine Corps. Right on, man. So you cannot expect to go into a workplace and see an equal amount of whites and blacks. It's not going to happen. Where are you going to get the numbers from? You can't have the Oscars and have an equal amount of black actors and white actors because there's not enough black actors. How is this a thing? It's numbers.
Someone did an audit on Reddit, and they said that if you did the math, because blacks make up 13% of the population, if you do the math, blacks have won 13% of the Oscars.
Yep.
And let's say one last thing. Women, especially, you have the race card out, right?
Yeah.
like black women think that nothing's equal unless it's 50% black. Like, we're 13% of the population, but like a TV show's cast or like something needs to be 50% black for it to be equal. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. We're only 13% of the population.
Yep. And here's the thing, guys. If you ever watch British or Canadian television, it's so weird because they have, especially CBC and BBC, they have quotas. They have racial and ethnic quotas for every show. So they'll have a show about the Canadian, like, Wild West in the 1800s, and they'll have, like, black people. It's like, yo, there was no black people in the Northwest Territory in 1805. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. So, guys, DEIA grinds my gears. Steve, what's up, man? You made it.
May I give some input about the DEIA or whatever it's called in the military? Mm-hmm. And that is that I personally believe that they the military is just implementing this just to get people in there because of cultural changes. But once you sign up, just like it was 50 years ago, you are still property of the United States government.
Well, but here's the thing. I did a video on white men who are the bulk of the guys joining the military are not joining the military
and why would
anymore. Oops. Here we go. Look at this. You remember, guys? I did a video. Army sees sharp decline in white recruits. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, did ya? This is the same as when they take an IP like Star Trek or Marvel or whatever, and then they try and do more F&S and
modern audience.
Yeah, LDHD, TV, and all this, and then they alienate the main fans. Guys, the bulk of our fighting force is going to be white males. That's just the way it works. That's how it's historically always been. That's the culture, and they're the largest number of men that are out there.
This sounds like they're setting up something similar in the South Park movie.
Yeah, right? What was it? Operation Hide Behind the Dark?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
And there's Chef right in the middle of his fat butt right there.
Oh, hey, guys, I got to give Brent... say Brent's here. He's from Canada, so I got to give him a round of applause. Just making it one more day in that F&S hellhole. You know what I'm saying? Yep, David, yep. Why would any, millennial or Gen Z white guy join the military at this point? Why? Why do they protect the country? Where anytime that white dudes can't even have an opinion without.
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? So what's the point?
Have you all watched the video of the diverse DEIA whatever flight crew?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they crashed the plane into the ocean.
That was all woman flight crew, right?
It was, what do you call it? LGBTQ.
LDHDTV. Okay, hold on. Let's see. And here's the thing, guys. Let's just say that that me, Oliver, Doug and PA, and Brent have an engineering company, right? If we have 50% male employees and 50% female employees, statistically, the women will be worse at engineering than the men. Does anyone know why?
Because they're lazy?
well, besides the obvious, Brent. Besides the obvious, Brent.
Women graduate with engineering degrees.
What's that now?
Because women, a lot less women graduate with.
Thank you very much. You got a smaller pool of applicants, right? So by definition, you have to bring in a lot of crappier ones to make up for that, right? So if there's 25 women with engineering degrees, half of them are good, half of them aren't, and then there's 100 men with engineering degrees. Well, you have to get more from that 25 women. That you're gonna get some crappy ones in there.
Is this just a corporation or something? I mean, because I really doubt an engineering firm would ever implement this.
Well,
AJ,
look at Boeing.
That's a very bad example.
If I can say one thing, the problem with women in STEM is you have recruitment efforts and retention efforts, because even women that get in there, they're not going to stay.
Yep, that's
55% of women in STEM leave.
Yep,
they leave. Yep. So why would you hire a woman who's only going to be there until she's like 35, and then she's going to try to have a kid, and if she does have a kid, she's going to leave, or she's going to leave because the industry is too strenuous. It doesn't line up with her values. It's not fulfilling. She's not happy. Get out of here, man.
All these chicks, they get, well, not all of them, but there's that small percentage of chicks who get their engineering degree or their computer science degree and get into the field, and in about a month and a half.
No, I'm just emotional.
And then they're like, oh my God, there's so much sexism and racism. Most engineering, all these jobs, these are production-based jobs. You have to show your work. You have to work. You have to produce, and they can't handle that.
If I can say one more thing, guys, we all know what kind of person gets a freaking electrical engineering degree. Okay, they're socially awkward. They're male, socially awkward. It takes a certain kind of mind to have the logical capability of getting a bachelor's degree and a master's degree or a PhD in electrical engineering, right? So, but men, we don't have to pay as much of a price for being socially awkward or not picking up on social cues if we get what? If we get money and status.
Yeah.
Women have the double-edged sword. Men don't like the engineering type of women, and then women don't like the engineering type of women.
Facts.
And engineering women pay a higher price of being a woman in STEM from other women than they do men.
Yep, that's true. It says in 2018, 56.4% of new recruits, this is all recruits, were categorized as white. In 2023, that number has fallen to 44%. During that same 5-year period, black recruits have gone down, have gone from 20 to 24%. The pool, and the Hispanics from 17 to 24%. Because I guarantee this is because there's more women joining. But guys, we are a fighting force. Look at that. The rate at which white recruitment has fallen far outpaces nationwide demographic shifts. Data experts and Army officials say they don't see a single cause to this problem, but pointed to a confluence of issues for Army recruiting, including partisan security of the service, a growing obesity epidemic, and an underfunded public education system. Right there, guys. Right there. Doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? And guys, well, there was a
AJ,
wait, here we go.
Duck out.
All right, cool.
Have a good show, okay?
Yeah, there's nothing about men dropping out of the workforce. Let's go here. I did a video on this too. I think it was like, there we go. There's millions of men have dropped out of the workforce. Struggling companies, leaving companies to struggle to fill jobs. Look at that, guys. I told you guys. The only thing men haven't done is walk away. And now it's happening. It's happening. And everyone is shook. They are scared, guys. They really, really, really are. Because there's one thing that especially chicks don't like is indifference and uncertainty. There's a reason why, guys, indifference is the weapon of the gods. It's just they don't, like, if someone doesn't like you at work or whatever, and you just ignore them, they don't know how you feel about them, right? So they assume it isn't good, and then you live rent-free in their head. You know what I'm saying? So guys, this is all because no one cares about young men anymore. No one. At all. So.
AJ, I have to break it to you, but no one cared about young men in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you could say.
No, nobody's ever given a crap about young men.
Well, I guess. Well, here's the thing. When we had intact families more, their fathers would. There was a masculine influence, and when the neighborhoods were more based around the nuclear family, right? Then you had that particular segment of the social, like, reality that was male based, right? So like the dads would get together, the uncles or whatever, and young men would learn from their dads and their uncles and their granddads. But now all these 304s are single moms by choice or just getting knocked up by a friggin' Chad. You know what I'm saying? And now there's no men. Society as a whole might not have cared about men, but guys, at least they said you had a direct male figure that would say, you know what, son, we're going to show you how to, etc.
I know. Today.
Hold on, guys. What'd you say, Brent?
We're going to show you how to skin an elk today. First off, you tie it to a tree. You take the four-wheeler there, you tie another rope to it. You pull it up the tree, you split her down the middle. There, son. Crack the ribs down through the middle, and you make sure the stomach don't get in the rest of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Here's the thing, guys. Ultimately, guys will be just fine. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing. We will be just fine. Guys have always been fine. We've been fine. Under worse conditions. But once again, guys, the Titanic has hit the iceberg and it's sinking. And the men have already jumped off on the lifeboats. And more men are jumping into the water and swimming over. These women are going to be right next to that cello player as the boat sinks in. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys are walking away. Angel, what's going on, my friend? Carlos X is here. So, yeah, guys. So, back to the military, though. This is an article called DEI. It should be MIA, right? So, the historic Supreme Court ruling to offend affirmative action in college admissions was one of the biggest events of 2023, guys. I need to give that a round of applause. Because, guys, when they got rid of affirmative action, it helped us men more than anyone else. Because Leno, David, Pitmaster, Steve, Stab and Joe, who were the people that benefited the most from affirmative action? Oliver, Brent, who?
Us.
No, women did. Brent.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been
Okay, I'm a Bush boy. I don't get in trouble. I pause it.
Dude, white chicks got more jobs and more help from affirmative action than all minorities put together. Okay? Seriously, that's why the majority of college students are women now. That's why there was this big push to shove them into corporate America, knowing that they just all leave in their 30s and they got knocked up. Yep. Look at that. Dante says women. David says women. Rajai Gamer says women. Angel says women. Pitmaster.
I thought we were talking short term.
Hey, Brent, we can barely hear you. You're coming in garbage.
Yeah. Brent, always got to speak more into the microphone.
Short term.
No, I'm talking period, dude. Since
women.
Affirmative action happened in the 60s, right? So, affirmative action's gone now, guys. And now what's happening is that you are going to see a true meritocracy, which is good, right? Because, guys, what happened with us blacks was in the late 80s and the 90s, companies started hiring black women en masse because they counted as a double minority. So they would get a point for hiring a woman and a point for hiring blacks. And that's why you see this big push. That's why there's so many black HR women and middle management, because these black women took the bait and took these affirmative action jobs into jobs like HR that don't matter, and they can get fired from at any given moment. You You know?
Let me make a personal comment about HR. Okay,
Sure.
HR is totally worthless. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to be. But it's funny how this so-called HR profession did not appear until there were air-conditioned offices.
Facts. Yep.
My
It's
HR
true.
department is a fist and or a blade.
There was a guy. I was watching a video. Oh man, and he was saying how his company had to lay a bunch of people off, and they had to lay off all of their HR people. But then the COO started doing the HR work on top of his other work, and like they just didn't need HR people because one guy could do what like 6 women did, and they were all making like high 5 figures. So imagine saving over $400,000-$500,000. You know what I mean? All because one guy takes an extra hour to do that work every day. You know? So
It's because men are great at multitasking.
Yeah, well, that's because men just get stuff done, right? I mean, honestly, you women can say, "Oh yeah, behind every great man's a woman." Blah 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 blah. So we all know that isn't true.
Well, here,
But guys,
let me put it this way: my grandmother, she'd sweep and mop the floors. Yeah.
okay.
My grandfather would literally scrub and scrape the walls and the roofs, clean out the gutters, and do everything else.
Well, the thing is, Brent, is women of 1910s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s are different than these 304s now. And anyone in their right mind can say that. You know what I'm saying? But think about this, guys. If you were a housewife, not even a housewife, because most poor or middle class or working class women worked. They worked in factories, they worked on farms. It was only like upper middle class, suburban white chicks who didn't work, right? And they're the ones that try to con the rest of the women, but especially black women, working class white women always had a job, okay? Even if you were around the house, you didn't have a washing machine. You had to actually take that washing and wash the clothes. You had to put the clothes on the clothing line, right?
Oftentimes, have a somewhere.
If you worked on a farm, you had to actually go and get wood and put it in that iron stove, right? Actually get eggs for breakfast. Like working around the house was a hard thing. It wasn't until the 60s and the 70s. Oh no, Brent, you can't say that. Like my mother grew up on a farm in Alabama. All right. What my grandmother did, and she had 11 kids too. Imagine doing a laundry for 13 people by hand. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? It is. Now, because there was no. Now, I'm not saying that it was harder than what men did. Men were out dying in coal mines, dude. What I'm saying is, it's harder than what these 304s are doing now. Guys, drop a 1 in the chat if you have seen these 304s complaining about raising kids, and then it's like a show about money or whatever, and they talk about how much they eat out every week, meaning they don't even cook. Do you think that the women of the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s would be caught dead not cooking meals for their husband and their children? If you go to the Middle East, Southeast Asia, South America, these chicks wouldn't be caught dead having their family eat at McDonald's 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. Dante says that his grandmother's washed laundry for 13 and 8 kids. Yeah, my mom, she's one of 12. There was no microwave. There was no stovetop. You had to actually put the stovetop was the top of the oven that you put the wood in. You know what I'm saying? You had to make dough with your bare hands. You had to go get water because there was no running water. There was an ice box, maybe, but that was tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nice box. You live in luxury there.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is appliances started making these housewives lazy, and when they started getting lazy, they started thinking all these crazy thoughts and saying, "Wow, I am a housewife in the richest and most powerful country in the world. I live better than royalty lived 100 years ago." They had decided that they were oppressed. And then they started going to all these college campuses and all this other stuff saying we want to do everything that men do, right? But back to the military, right? So it says, unlike public and civilian institutions, military academies still face scrutiny for imposing quotas and skirting merit as a primary factor in admissions and recruiting. But affirmative action is only part of the problem. As with other institutions, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, is a volatile point of contention in the military. In fact, prominent figures in and around the military insist that DEI threatens national security, and I agree.
Well, who was that one governor said, I don't want... Who was the one governor? He's the one that's always on... the Supreme Court or something. He's like, I don't want my soldiers to feel feelings. I want them to go over there, shoot bullets, kick ass, and chew bubblegum.
Yeah, well, he must be like an old school dude now, because now they have the military using all these pronouns and all this foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So, okay.
Well, isn't the American, was it Attorney General? He's a transy, isn't he? He's a transformer.
I don't know. One of them is. There is like some high ranked people that are transformers. I don't even know anymore. Okay, so this person says DEI writ large is eroding the integrity of the U.S. Armed Forces from the inside out. I believe so. I believe that, guys. You know what I mean? This would be like, guys. Oliver, here. Cook with me here, all right? Guys, why does America get the most gold medals every year in the Olympics? Anyone?
Best of the best of the best?
Yes, but what? Because we have Jamal Jenkins run the 100-meter dash. We have Yin Wu play ping pong. You know what I'm saying? We have white dudes swimming. We have black dudes running. You know what I'm saying? We have Asian dudes playing ping pong, right?
Yeah, so you have everyone in the exact appropriate position.
Exactly. Can you imagine if we tried now, Leno, no, we don't import all of our talent. Is homegrown, right? A lot of these people's families have lived here for a long time. We're so diverse, right? That we have people from all over that can do different things. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if they had a DEI program and said, we need Asian dudes to run the 100-meter dash. We lose. Imagine if they said we want an equal amount of Chinese Americans and Black Americans running the 100-meter dash.
You're playing ping pong, AJ.
Huh?
Well, I just say it just being Canadian, but that's like saying we need all black team versus the Canadians to beat them in hockey. That shit ain't gonna happen.
But the thing is, there are more and more black hockey players that are doing well, which proves that organically the sport's going to become more diverse. It might not be tomorrow, huh?
The guy that was named the Jack, he's got some of the hardest hits, but I mean, like going face to face, like nothing else, like first time. Like, if an African tribe met Canadians, they're like, you want to play hockey? It'd be a bloodbath.
But hold on. Like I said, hold on. And I challenge you this, because every sport that Black Americans get into, we dominate. Okay? Every sport. Basketball was a 99% white sport back in the day. That Apollo Ono kid and all these kids that are doing speed skating that are Black now. Golf, tennis. It might not be today, but it could be 20 years when all of a sudden it's Black kids make hockey cool to play for Black kids, and you're gonna see nothing but Jamal Jones and Terrell Jenkins out there knocking people out on the ice.
Yeah,
hold on. In the same way that soccer, guys, I'll say this now. The only reason why the United States doesn't win in soccer is because American Black dudes don't play it. If you had Jamal Jackson, Tyrone Jenkins out there playing, if you were to take guys who are running backs, if you had guys who were...
The Jaguar, the guy that does the big long kicks.
In what?
Football. If he was playing soccer, he'd probably kill someone with that friggin' soccer ball.
But as far as running, though, right? If you were to take guys who are 200-meter dash guys, 100-meter dash guys, running backs, and teach them how to play soccer, it's over. The United States would win the World Cup every single year. And that's because once a sport becomes cool, if you look at how basketball is played now, how football is played now, even how baseball is played now as compared to how it was back in the 60s and the 70s, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different level of play. But I think Philadelphia and a couple other teams have some Black players. So my point is that it's becoming it becomes more diverse organically. You don't need programs. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
there's going to be...
We're going off skill, not... like, damn, you're a good hockey player. It's like, I want you on my team. It's not because you're Black. It's because you're a goddamn good hockey player.
That's true. Doug and PA says, thanks for the conversation. I appreciate that.
Seriously. Garlic croutons,
dude. That was named the Jaguar. He was a Black guy, and he... not only could he fight, but he was a snipe shot at snapping that puck midair before it even hit the net.
Well, like I said, guys, once again, we are the most diverse nation on the planet. This is the only kind of country on Earth where you can find people from every single country on the planet. Do you think China is that way? No. Do you think Poland or Russia or anywhere else is that way? No. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Didn't take pictures.
So.
No offense.
Okay, hold on. So yeah, this person says righting the wrongs of the past does not mean new wrongs in the present. Facts. The systematically discriminatory U.S. Army of the past is gone, but contemporary DEI initiatives could do more to reintroduce differential treatment than end it for good, which I agree with. DEIA is bad for everyone, especially in the military. It's notoriously divisive. What is a national military without unity? Facts. It demonizes the virtues a well-functioning military cannot do without. Hard work, action orientation, rational thinking, discipline, etc. Why? Because these are considered acts of whiteness. Right there, guys. Right there, guys. Right there. Absolute clown world. Guys, how many times have you seen these knuckleheads saying, asking Black people to be on time is white supremacy? Clown world. Asking Black kids to sit still in school is racist. How many times you guys seen the mathematics itself is racist? Clown world. Absolutely insane. Okay. Okay. So he says, where do we go from here? How can we protect our military from this DEIA while still embracing traditional civil rights? That is, how do we make sure DEI initiatives, military, the kind that promote equality, merit, free speech, and of course, unity? He says, fortunately, the members of Congress are starting to listen, and some are taking action. So Senator Eric Schmidt put an amendment in the National Defense Authorization Act to put a hiring freeze on DEIA initiatives. Good. You know what? That's going to get a round of applause, guys. He says, every branch of our military has a duty to promote and exemplify cohesiveness within a unit, branch, and fighting force as a whole. Driving wedges between soldiers with DEI initiatives undermines the military's main purpose, ensuring that the United States main purpose, and that's ensuring that the United States remain ready to confront adversaries with overwhelming force. Guys, that's one thing that I talk about on this channel that just kind of became like a thing. Guys, I can't stand this out and out like hatred for you cisgendered hetero white men. Clown world. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Guys, if you presume that you know what the problem is, I mean, what the answer to every question is, because they always say, what's the answer to all society's ills? Cisgendered hetero white men, right? So how do you even get anything done? How do you even move society forward? How do you make better policy and help people if you just think this group did it? This group did it. And it's funny because people assume that based on my skin color that I'm just gonna agree with them. And Oliver, Brent, what group of people do you see hating on cisgendered hetero white men more than anyone else?
White
Anyone?
girl.
Of course. Yep. Dude, and here's the thing. You see on all these podcasts and all this stuff, all these college-educated, upper middle class and middle class white chicks with this crazy amount of white guilt, right? Talk, white people this. Why don't you just leave? Then you're doing us a favor, and there's one less white person, right?
Because clout is a hell of a drug.
Exactly. Now, Oliver, question for you, my friend. How was serving with some of the chicks that you served with? Was there a lot of scandalousness with the chicks that you were working with too, or just the friggin' the chicks who hung around the base? You know?
Well, here's the thing. I was in an all-male company because I was on an armor company. I was a tanker during the mid-'90s, so we didn't have women in the company.
Smart move.
Hello. I gotta ask. Ever deal with the twist?
What?
A twist.
What? I don't know what that is, dude.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about, Brian. I'm sorry.
Someone that from outside comes in, sleeps around with the men, and then starts spreading BS and chaos.
You mean like every
elaborate? I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
You mean like every woman there around the base?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or you mean has you just banged and clanged chicks around the base?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, Oliver, have you ever had any crazy experiences with chicks outside the base then, or have you seen any of your buddies getting caught up?
Oh, the stories I have.
I knew it was there.
Well, I think I said on a previous podcast, one girl, one barracks rat, she was a barracks rat, you could say, she went to top barracks to barracks.
I'm still in that.
told my commander that how was I got her pregnant when I never even touched her. I mean, it's like they just got ran through so many times. You see one dude, you see them all.
Man, and they were trying to eeny, meeny, miny, mo you, huh? To say, he. So was she actually pregnant?
I don't know. I didn't screw her.
Oh no, dude.
I mean, it's like,
oh no.
But no, like there were several guys in my company that hooked up with a girl, no, in Aggieville, like, putting dollar bills in their G strings or the whatnot, and all of a sudden this girl supposedly is in love with him and take care of my kids, and it's like, yeah, clown world.
Man, that's crazy.
It's just, 304s, the 304s, in military, outside of military bases, man. It's like, they just teach you really fast about how women move, man.
Now, can you expand on, because one of the things that the military promotes is this TradCon BS, right? Like this whole TradCon, you got to step up and take care of these women and blah blah blah. Can you expand on that? Because I know that they encourage you guys to get married young, right? And like pop out kids, right?
No, we never talked about any of this because we had a mission to do.
There was guys in your unit getting married young, right?
Well, here was the thing. They thought that married life would be better than the barracks life. And guess what?
No. Guess what? Guess what?
No.
You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Glad you at least know what I'm talking about.
I think
I've heard horror stories.
I think that the thing that that's not good is once again when we're doing DEIA stuff, we're not focusing on the effectiveness of our military. Do they really think that anyone that we could potentially go to war with is worrying about if the soldiers' insurance will cover the? You know what I'm saying? It's absolute clown world.
Well, here's another thing. It's like, the enemy troops do not care that one of the American troops over there has a peanut allergy. Okay.
Facts. Yep.
I actually believe that peanut allergies were BS when I first joined, and there were just reasons for new guys that think that they made a mistake signing up just to get out. It's like, if I eat a peanut, if I eat an MRE, I'm gonna die.
Well, I have a nephew who's supremely allergic to peanuts. Like, he could die. But here's the thing, guys. That's what people they don't understand, guys. And I'm gonna be every time that I say that I'm gonna sound bad, it means I'm gonna sound bad. All right. Guys, back in the day, back in the 1800s, the 1910s, 20s, 30s, people like that just didn't survive. Diabetics, all these people who have these major food allergies. Only in the West do you see people like that. You don't see people. What did Chris Rock say with the lactose intolerance in Africa? Because you'll die. You know what I'm saying? Nature takes care of that. You know what I'm saying? But we have it so good. We're so soft in the West that people that have inherent genetic flaws can actually survive and thrive and reproduce.
You don't sound bad.
Absolutely insane.
You don't sound bad. You sound fair.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but
who was it who said rule 1, don't marry a stripper at Fort Hood? Oh man, look at that.
Rule 2, don't go to Fort Hood.
I know, right? Look at that. Carlos X has so many weird allergies at my work. Oranges, can't imagine that in the military. And guys, I did drop the link, so anyone who wants to go, come on up. But yeah, guys, so my friend Kane, who called in the last 2 times, he was in the military. He was in the Marines, and he told the story where this one 304, she was going from room to room in the barracks. You know what I'm saying? And she was in this one dude's room. He's like, "Hey guys, who wants to come and I have this chick in my room, and they're about to. Right? And my boy Kane is like, nah, man, it's cool. Yo, she put a allegation on all three of the dudes who went in there and got them all kicked out.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I said twist. Because she'll run around like a barracks bunny, but next thing you know, she's gonna twist everything around on you.
But luckily he didn't get caught up. Let's see, Steve, just hit the StreamYard. Rogue, your camera's on, so if you could turn your camera off, and then I'll let you in. And Steve, just hit the StreamYard yard link, and if it doesn't work, try a different browser, dude. You know what I'm saying? Rogue, turn your camera off, man. Just a little camera button. And then let's see. And Steve, I would try Chrome, dude. Chrome's the best with StreamYard. So let me see. Rogue, your camera's still on. And okay, so guys, this is an article. Let me see if I can turn your camera off. I can't. Okay, so about paternity fraud. This is from Vets First, right? Paternity fraud hurting military men, families, and society. Look at that. Steve, I see Oliver, Brent, and then Rogue. So just click on the link at the top of the chat. Okay, so it says, while this might be an issue that seems disconnected from the American public, other than those that are affected directly, so paternity fraud against our military veteran population is fraud against the U.S. taxpayer. Facts. Absolute facts. Let me see. Now, Rogue, your camera's on, but you're not on camera, so I can add you. But I'm just letting you know that your camera is on. So you want to turn your camera off. Just hit the little camera switch. Let me. I'll add you. See, I can see you, dude. Just hit the camera switch. Here, I'll kick you back down. There you go. There you go. You're good now. Rogue, what's up, man?
Hey, I have a 304 story that happened to my buddy.
Uh-oh, there goes the neighborhood. Rogue's here. No, you got the floor, Rogue. Go for it, man.
I saw my buddy on a Friday morning at Morning Calisthenics, and he had just got back from being TDY. Well, his girlfriend, while he was gone, moved her boyfriend in. He wrecked my buddy's brand new pickup truck 2 days after he was.
Hey, Rogue, can you just hold the microphone back just a little bit? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just a little bit. And then try now.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Better. Yep.
Her boyfriend wrecked my buddy's pickup truck, and he got home, and it was a brand new pickup. And Saturday afternoon, he went home and he sucked on his tailpipe because of her.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they sent him overseas for a 90-day temporary assignment, and she moved her boyfriend in. Her new boyfriend wrecked my buddy's truck.
What?
He got home, found out about it, and he took the big pill.
My goodness, that's terrible.
Yeah. I saw him Friday morning at Calisthenics, and that was the last time he went home and did that on a Saturday.
Now, what branch were you in, Rogue?
I was in the Air Force, 85 to 89.
And then, Oliver, what branch were you in? I think
I was in the Army.
Okay, so yeah, man. There was a friend of mine who, my friend who was in the military knows a guy where the same thing happened to him, where his wife is with a new guy who sleeps with this new guy in the master bedroom of the house. And then he sleeps in a tent, like in the living room. And he'll get done with his job on base, and then a minivan will pull up with the wife driving, the new boyfriend, and the passenger seat, the kids in the seat, and he has to get in the back, and then he drives home with them. I can't break up my family, man. I want to see my kids. Can you imagine that, dude? Absolutely insane. So hey Rogue,
yeah,
Oliver, have you ever seen any like paternity fraud stuff where like where it was like the end of Naked Gun, where O.J. Simpson goes running away from Leslie Nielsen because the baby's black? You remember that? Yo,
hey, didn't you know a black baby with a white mother, that's a rare genetic defect?
Hey, man, there was a guy, he did an interview, and he was like, I don't think that my wife look, his kid was a toddler, but his kid was blackity black with black, y'all. It's just a genetic defect, all right? I mean, her family... I think her family's like Middle Eastern on her dad's side. It's like, denial is not just a river in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So, but let's see. Okay,
get the swab right after it happens.
Seriously, guys, once again, and it doesn't take OGs like Rogue to tell us, guys. DNA test. Don't sign anything until you get a DNA test. Because once you sign that birth certificate, that's an acknowledgement of paternity. Okay? That means you can't contest that at all. That means even if you find out that kid isn't yours, you're still the kid's dad. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. And guys, I just found out that Oliver, Brent, Rogue, remember how we talk about how child support court and family court that the judges get a percentage of the money that they collect? They get the court fees too, but they usually give half to the treasurer, but they can choose to keep more, but they get a percentage of the court fees too.
Hey AJ.
Yeah.
As a quick non sequitur, can I throw you a movie suggestion?
Sure.
Have you ever seen the movie? It's a 1979 movie called Midnight Express about a guy that gets locked up in a Turkish prison. It's a true story for smuggling heroin. Yeah, he gets locked up for smuggling heroin out of Turkey. It's a true story. It was made in 1979 called The Midnight Express. It's freaking scary, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, can you make sure to drop this in the Discord?
Yeah.
And guys, we do have a Discord. So guys, please join the Discord. We have a lot of fun. Dude, Rogue he causes all kinds of mayhem in the Discord. But I appreciate you being so active in the Discord, Rogue. I really, really do, man. You always post a lot of cool stuff. So let me post the link. And guys, what we can do real fast is look at this paternity court, and then guys, we're gonna shift gears because I found a courtroom madness of this guy where this lady's saying that he's the baby daddy. He's a military guy. He's deployed, but luckily he had a lawyer because the lawyer is representing him while he's deployed. Because if not, he'd be screwed. You know what I'm saying? There was a video here. Let me do this.
Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
I was the truck driver. I told you the story. I got home in the year 2000. My house and my bank account was empty.
Man.
Yeah, she decided she liked dating women more than she liked dating guys.
Yikes, dude. Man, oh man. Well, it sounds like... Well,
Lesbian.
Yeah, hey, her girlfriend was a Harley rider. She had the flat top haircut, the wide leather watch band, the leather boots, retired Army major. She looked every bit of I mean, she could have put a butt whooping on all of us at once.
I wonder if this is copyright or not.
Question for you. What would you say to someone that feels the military is becoming too woke, or feels like initiatives like diversity and inclusion are distractions from the greater mission within the armed forces? Well, let's talk about it.
Let's not. Let's skip ahead.
Inclusion is what allows every member of our force to feel valued and heard.
Dude, do you hear that? All we need to hear is that. That self-centered narcissism. I need to feel valued. I need to feel heard. You're in the military. It's not about you. It's about the group. It's about the unit. It's about the military.
One each.
Huh?
You are Joe, one each.
Thank you very much. And guys, this is how you know that they're letting these women in. It's such a woman thing to do. Have you ever heard a man say, I need to feel heard. I need to feel recognized. I need to feel represented, right? Hey, Dan, dude, I dropped the link, man. Come on up if you want. You know what I'm saying? Guy bro, how you doing, man? Yeah, man. Yeah. All Sigma. What's up, man? Guys, all this is chicks wanting to, guys, once again, my example is women want to get into men's spaces, but they don't respect the spaces. They want to change them to suit them and then wonder where all the men gone. So for instance, guys, drop a 1 in the chat. If you have like a poker game that you would play with like your friends, or like you guys would play pickup basketball, or you had a regular event you guys would do as men, and one of your knuckleheaded friends brought their girlfriends. I want to play. You guys cuss too much. You guys drink too much beer. You guys smoke cigars.
Hey, is that possible to drink too much beer?
And then what happens? Everyone starts changing. And then once again, after 2 weeks, Dan stopped showing up. After 3 weeks, Rogue stopped showing up. After 4 weeks, Brent stopped showing up. And then all of a sudden, the whole group that you guys have been playing poker together for 20 years is gone, all because 1304 weaseled her way in there and ruined it. You know what I'm saying? And the military is the same way. Dan, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, fellas? So real quick, I'm a retired lieutenant colonel in the Marines, and one of my assignments many years ago was in the Office of Equal Opportunity and Diversity Management. Now, back then, that was back before the DEI really went crazy. It got super woke. It was simply a function where we would work with the recruiters to find the best, the most fully capable Black men to become officers, because there was in the Marine Corps, there was only about 4% Black officers. And it's like, hey, we got to get those numbers up. And so not just us, but the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, all competing. This is when it was just men, not talking about women or rainbow or two-headed aliens or any of this shit. So we're canvassing all the HBCUs, the Black colleges, the big main schools, the PWI, which are primarily white universities, in order to get these best and most fully qualified Black males. But guess what? The other generals are competing for them too. General Electric, General Dynamics, General Motors, all these big corporations are competing for the small, put out the race card because I'm Black, are competing for the small number of Black men who are intelligent, who are articulate, who don't use drugs, who have a normal name, who have a college degree, who have a security clearance, who are fit in order to come on it. So that's what we used to do. And then right at the Obama administration, right at that time is when
look whose name he mentioned.
Barry put those colors on the White House.
He said Barry.
Yeah, that's what they called him ever since he was little. Barry Soetoro. He only became Barack when he met Michelle. She said, you should really become a black radical. See, we black people know the deal. You know, we gotta explain to our white brethren. But just 2 seconds and I'll be finished.
No problem, man. You have to get the table.
That diversity thing, which was strictly black versus white, Barry opened it up to include the rainbow. And once he opened up to the rainbow, that's when all hell broke loose. And we're in the 6th state we are now. Now, case in point, you know, my son is an Army lieutenant now. He went through ROTC. He went to a big, nice white school. He's going out to Texas. I literally just got the phone from him. He's driving across Texas to go to Fort Bliss, to his first duty station. 4th generation. My granddad fought in a black unit in World War II. My dad was in. I was in. My sister went in. I went in. I was the first officer, first career. He's the second officer. But we see how the military gives us a good life. But flip side, my wife raped me through the coals and gets half my pension. We can talk about that shit later.
Oh no! Hey, Dan. So there's a coworker of mine, and she's like 38, but she always dates guys who are older. And her ex-boyfriend, he's a 20-year Air Force guy, and he literally caught his wife riding the neighbor. Okay, she divorced him, took the kids. He had to sell the house, give her half, and then she gets half of his pension. She's like, I don't know why he just can't get over it. Why can't he get past it? He served 20 years, and this evil, horrible demon of a woman gets half of that money that he served for. Clown world.
Hey, Dan will tell you this. We call those dependopotamuses.
Dependopotamuses.
Yeah, she gets half my pension. I walked away from the house. I walked away from the kids and the cat. But she's got to keep on working, and I'm living in my condo here in Bangkok, and life is good.
Hey, so, I got to give you a round. You know what? I got to give you a round of applause for you. And a round of applause for your son.
He's good.
You know what I mean? But guys, and this is why, you know, people aren't... Think about how crazy that this is, guys. Women in the West are so bad that like men in the UK and in Europe are going to Eastern Europe, right? And men in Canada and America are either going to Asia or South America. Think about how crazy that is. You know what I'm saying? And they can't stand it. They say that they don't care, but they don't. Dan, did you see that judge? That first black probate judge that got arrested for all that.
Oh yeah, the sister girl.
Yeah.
Is that the one that was dragged out?
Yes, but did you see what she did to the black guy who was married to the Filipino woman?
Oh.
So guys, she was an aspiring actor on social media. She was saying, "Oh, I hate when black dudes marry women of other races, blah, 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 blah," right? I'm going to see if I can pull up the news story. Was it black probate judge?
Black woman, 22 years, got 2 sons, and all my sons would only date white girls and Asians, and her and her mother were like, Dan, you turn your boys against black women. I said, I'm married to one. They just see the way you treat me and the way you treat my father-in-law.
Yeah, so she put this poor woman in jail.
Wow.
Because, here you go. Here it is. Okay. Guys, sidebar. Guys, this is going to happen. Guys, I have a whole series going on now of doing elect 304s, but I'm gonna do a whole live on that Tiffany Henyard moron. You know what I'm saying?
Instead, Peterson told her to come to court. Applied for a green.
Talk about him.
Sorry.
Marriage certificate.
Okay, so this is it. Now, mind you, this judge had gone on social media saying, I don't like when black men date women of other races. Right? Look at this.
I just don't have memories of my dad. I don't know who he is.
These are the first public comments from P.J. Skelton, the Henry County woman thrown in jail by probate judge Christina Peterson in 2021. Skelton had written her uncle's name on the original 2016 marriage certificate, where it asked for her father, because her uncle is the one who raised her.
It's really sensitive to talk about him or how I grew up.
But she testified when her Thai mother applied for a green card, Skelton dug up her birth certificate and read her birth father's name. She filed paperwork to change her marriage license just in case it was an issue. Instead, Peterson told her to come to court.
Peterson's the
ordered
judge.
Her jailed 48 hours and fined $500.
Look at that. Sent her to jail. Look at that.
For contempt.
Did you go to this hearing with any idea that you may be going to jail?
No.
She said Peterson never told her she might need an attorney in court, a fact that seemed particularly troubling for JQC hearing panel member Robert McBurney.
Did she say that you could go get one if you needed one? Or she just asked if one was with you?
She just asked if one was with me.
Of all the allegations of judicial misconduct facing Peterson, this is the only one that cost someone their freedom. The others involve her decision to ignore the sheriff's office orders and conduct an after-hours wedding inside the courthouse without going through security checks, and a series of questionable social media posts, some promoting her part-time acting career.
I'm sorry. Did you want to take a break?
When Peterson took the stand again last week, her biggest complaint was not being appreciated for making judicial history in Douglas County.
I'm the first African-American female and Democrat. Yes.
Any publications that you're aware of that ever acknowledged that fact?
I was never celebrated.
I'm the first black African-American female.
I'm not happy.
What a load of crap, dude. What a load.
AJ, why do women always feel they have to have a cheering section?
I don't know.
They do.
I don't know, man. I mean,
it's like a woman wiped her butt today. Yay. You know?
But here's the thing.
Tied her shoes. Yay.
And you know that they do this because how many times, guys? Look. Back in the day, all of us we used to be on like Facebook a little more. All this. You guys, you ever like stop and just like actually like look at what chicks post about? Got up today, did my hair. You know what I mean? This and that. Traffic sucks. Like, dude, put your phone down. There's girls who will tweet 300-400 times a day. What are you doing? Why?
Hey, AJ, it's because they're narcissistic and insecure.
Yep, that's true. That's true. And what is it?
Attention is like crack to these chicks.
Yep, that's true.
Any little bit of attention.
Yep. Absolutely true, man. Any little bit. And yeah, they're like junkies, man. You know what I mean? And the thing is, they put stuff out there. And they want the exact attention that they want from the people that they want. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, right? And all of a sudden they're all crying, right? Or it's the
how dare you?
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you put your stuff out there, then you're gonna get judged. You know what I mean? So
yeah, they only want to hear the good stuff. They can't take any kind of constructive criticism.
Guys, and that's the best part about these guys. This is the first time in history where 55-year-old women, 45-year-old women are competing for the same men as 25-year-old and 22-year-old women are. And these older chicks, they don't understand. You have no leverage whatsoever. And to see them get treated like guys who are 18, 19, 20, who have no leverage in the dating game. Now these 45-year-old and 55-year-old chicks, it's the same thing. And just watching them squirm, it's hilarious. And Shakira's mad that her ex-boyfriend or that her ex-husband has literally the 21-year-old version of her. She's like, I'm better than two 25-year-olds. Come on.
Hey, AJ, You know what part of that problem is?
What was that?
I said part of the problem is they get married at 20, then they get divorced at 20. Or I'm sorry, at 40. They get divorced at 40, and their brain is going to default to what dating was like when they were 20.
Yeah, yep, that's true. Yep.
They don't know. They can't comprehend there's been a 20-year gap.
But not even just in the behavior of the dating scene. It's the fact that they're 20 years older.
Oh, yes, absolutely, yes.
They're single moms, and they left a perfectly good guy. Let's just say that they did meet a guy who didn't mind the fact that they're 48. He didn't mind the fact that she has 3 kids. Then he's gonna say, well, why did you leave that guy? And they're going to say, I have no reason whatsoever. Why would any man just legally entwine himself with a woman who just left a guy for no reason? Angel says, I'm 58 and I avoid women in my age group like the plague. Facts, man.
Yep.
Look at that.
Angel, get in here. We need to speak.
I don't date. I'm 57 and I don't date chicks over 30. Now, being in Asia, I give them a huss because they look a little bit better going past it. But earlier you said that the older women are competing with the younger women for the first time. Well, Kevin Samuels showed they're going after the same men, but they're not competing. Because he would say to the black lady, there's 3 of you, and I give you a stick, a rock, and a pencil, and you got to fight over one man. Would you fight? No,
and they're like,
I'll let her have him.
They're like, black women fight for a black man?
How dare you?
And that's just the thing. Yo, Dan, I'm a little bit younger than you. I'm almost 44. But, dude, man, these young black guys, Gen Z and millennials, they're not all about that you got to date and marry black foolishness anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're out of look, I don't think I know any young black men that are 18 to like 22 that are actually dating like full black women. So my nephew's girlfriend's half Asian and half black, but like other than that, he's only dated like Hispanic girls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So these black chicks are cooked. And hey, Rogue, Brent, Oliver, you guys know what swirlers are?
Swirlers.
No.
Yeah, I do.
Rogue, do you? Who said yes? Rogue
I did. Yeah, Rogue.
Rogue, enlighten Oliver and Brent on what a swirler is.
Well, that's I was always under the impression that's where black guys dating a white.
No. A swirler is this movement of black women saying, oh, these black men are all trash, so we're gonna just date ourselves some white men.
So you're half right, Rogue, but it was like the other way.
It was the other way, right? Yeah, because we all know
it was a big movement. It was a huge move.
It still is. Yep. And because we all know Oliver, Brent, and Rogue are all running to the hood to pick up Pukisha, right?
Yeah, I'm heading down to the club down the street to get that. Yeah.
You see Rogue with a wheelbarrow pushing Lizzo down the street.
Oh Lord, I don't think my hernia could take that.
None of them is gonna fit in my Miata.
I got to move something out of the way to get to the treasure. That's the end of it.
Guys, I tell you this much. And guys, I'm honest about my own people. Guys, there's a lot of black men I know who have no standards whatsoever. So guys, black men in general, we are 4 times more likely to have stepkids. We are more we have the lowest standards of anyone else. But what black women don't understand is what B-dubs they don't get. White dudes, Asian dudes, Hispanic dudes, those dudes y'all got standards. These chicks honestly think that they can mouth off that way to like a Russian dude. That Russian shoe, he would get over here. You know what I'm saying? Or a Saudi. They really think that a freaking Saudi American dude is gonna listen to that, guys.
Okay.
Guys, one at a time. One at a time, guys.
Go to the hood with some menthol cigarettes and some Hennessy, and you get whatever chick you want.
Yep, that's true.
Did you hear that the Biden administration was going to ban menthol cigarettes, but they put it on the back burner because they don't want to alienate blacks before the election. So they got after Vegas, and they were going to stop menthols, but no, they're going to let black people keep poisoning themselves.
Hey, AJ?
Yeah.
Hey, in 1990, shortly after I got out of the Air Force, I worked in a 7-Eleven for about 2 months. I don't think I ever sold a pack of Newport menthols to a white person.
Yeah. Well, guys, there's a marketing campaign that they've been doing. They've been specifically marketing towards blacks, and that's been the issue because they've been told to actually cease and desist that. In the same way that like vape has been marketed towards kids, right?
Oh yeah, this was in 1990, and they were doing it even then.
Guys, Pitmaster said,
How can you stop? How can you stop? How can you stop?
Well, we were going back. Hey, AJ, we're going back to, like black women trying to pick up white men.
Yeah,
like,
good luck.
Yeah, I know. Right down the street from me, there's like these clubs, okay? They're like urban clubs or whatever, and they're where black people hang out, okay? And they socialize.
He said urban clubs.
That's what they call them. They're like urban places. I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? It's like a euphemism. It's like, we're an urban joint. I'm like, come on, get out of here. But anyway,
it's like urban radio.
Yeah.
Urban contemporary music.
Yeah. Okay, that's what they said. But anyway, I walk past this. I mean, like go out for a walk or a run or something like that, and it's like still like 6 o'clock in the evening or something like that, and they're still all starting to go to these clubs, and you see these black men with these nice cars, and then you see these wretched women, these 304s. They don't take care of themselves. They have bad skin, bad bodies, and they're all trying to latch onto these dudes, and the dudes don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, I don't understand it, man. I don't. Well, guys, like I said, and Dan can probably attest to this. Blacks, like I said, we are the canary in the coal mine. So anything that happens to us first happens to mainstream society second. This effinism and this socialism. That's all effinism is socialism. All the ugly girls are mad that all the pretty girls are getting all the good guys. So that's where the whole fat shaming and all the shaming stuff is trying to force men to not have standards so that the Lizzos and Rihanna's get the same outcomes, and it's not going to happen. It's not.
This is a land will.
They just try and hide it behind some moral righteous movement, but all it is socialism. They don't think that it's fair that the cheerleader, that the head cheerleader chick who's pretty gets the captain of the football team. They think that Stacy who's in the back of the friggin' cafeteria scarfing down friggin' meatball subs should be homecoming queen. And guys, you know what the craziest part is? You guys have seen these reports now of all these literal, like these kids who have like Down syndrome, or all these that are like homecoming king and queen, and it's like everyone's all yay! It's like, dude, this is like the Special Olympics. You're clapping for them, but it's like, really, like, did they really win anything? You know what I mean? Like, really? And it's just such cap because these people are such narcissists that they actually think that people are cheering for them. Who said something?
Well, here's another thing. It's all like you're talking about this socialism, and it's like I want women to accept me for being 5'8". I mean, it's not going to freaking work that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. What's that? Carlos X says most of my black friends either got a black girlfriend or wife early on. They date outside the race mode. Yeah, Carlos X is in the Northwest. Guys, most good men in the Northwest date Asian chicks because B-dubs are off the chain, and then all of the white chicks in like Seattle and in Portland.
You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom.
I'm telling you guys, Seattle is the single mother capital of the world. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Jessica says, can someone enlighten me on why a woman would set foot on the battlefield instead of... Because here's the thing, guys. All these chicks, they all want to speak for each other. I know for a fact that what I believe, I can't speak for all black men. I can't even speak for all men. I can just speak for people that I think like me. Women, no matter how crackpot their views are, think that they can speak for all women. They think that somewhere out there's some woman who wants to do the job. In the same way that, guys, I said this, there's 3 types of women, right? There's pro-choice chicks. There's chicks who would delete the baby, who believe in it. There's pro-choice, pro-life chicks. There's chicks that believe in baby deletion, but would never have one. And then there's pro-life chicks. The chicks who don't believe in it, who never have one. Most chicks are pro-life, pro-choice, where they would never have a baby deletion. I believe the majority of women would never have one, ever. But they think that somewhere far off there, out there in La La Land, there's a bunch of chicks who must have the right to do so. Clown world. Most women. Yeah.
Do you want to cure the falling birth rate?
Well, no.
All you have to do is start drafting women.
Yeah,
the minute you start drafting women, the birth rate is going to skyrocket because they're going to get pregnant, so they don't have to deploy.
Well, Steven, wait. Black chicks are hotter than who? I raise you any caramel colored black girl, and I raise you a Thai girl, a Filipino girl.
I'm calling bullshit.
A Colombian girl or a Brazilian girl. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. B dubs. And even then, all the ones that are pretty say the moment they open their mouth and start snapping and dropping N bombs. Man, nope. No thanks. You know what I'm saying?
My sons, one is 25, one is 22. And I just ran through my mind. They've dated mulatto girls, but they have never, ever dated one straight black girl. The one black girl they both went out with was on proms where their mother guilted them. My ex-wife says,
there
this
it
girl
is.
must have a prom date.
There it is.
Take her because there's no black boys who asked her out. And my son said, fuck it. Excuse me. My son said, fine, we'll get a free meal. And that happened to me when I was in high school too, back in the 80s.
Yeah. My mom was always like, AJ, you need to date a black girl, right? And then I was like, Mama, I like Star Trek and Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and, you know what I mean, Spider-Man. I said a lot of the black girls I know, you know what I'm saying, they ain't into that. But here's the craziest part. Now that I'm older, you know, the 9-to-5 pays good money, and I'm one of the few professional black men at my workplace. These post-wall B-dubs, man, they can't leave me alone, dude. It's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You hit the wall. I don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I don't see any reason why. Here's the thing. You know, any guy who's not black, that's listening to this, if you see a pretty B-dub, go for it, because they will treat you differently than how they will treat me and Dan. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So hey, guys, they're all yours. But just wait, because they're all about a half an inch away from ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So you say the wrong thing, and she'll be driving her car through the front of your house.
You know what I'm saying?
You keep them all.
Want to give her any of that dark chocolate, AJ?
What's that?
I said those girls at work, you don't want to give them any of that dark chocolate?
Nope. It's not worth it, man. It isn't. Nope. I'm not doing it, man. Because here's the thing, guys. Black men, we see that we have it harder. So when it comes to our women than any other group, we see that, you know, Middle Eastern dudes, Asian dudes, Hispanic dudes, European dudes, y'all ain't got to deal with the stuff we have to. So why would any man in his right mind be with a person that makes his life harder? Why would someone not be like Dan and just fly to Thailand? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. School Trap. I appreciate the $2, my friend.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Jessica says, on behalf of all white men, we thank you for your offer, but you can keep your majestic sea creatures. Steve, man, thanks for the $10. He says, love all, trust a feud, and do wrong to none, but don't trust 304s. Thanks, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
School Trap, man. Thanks for the $5. He says military dudes are badass. Let's get real. Most join to be badass. I mean, for a good career, the draft is different. Guys, I do believe that we should keep it a voluntary military. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing: either men and women get drafted, or no one gets drafted. Seriously.
I agree.
Garlic croutons, dude.
Keep going.
This is the thing. It's you know, I'm from Philly, and the papers did a story 20 years ago, because I was in recruiting. I had to study this stuff, and they found out that 70% of the kids in Philly were not eligible for military service because they were fat, drugs, couldn't pass the test, have Tate's pins or screws in their body, or drugs, criminal record. So I would be recruiting, and mothers say, "I don't want my baby going into the Marines." I said, "Ma'am, your baby
couldn't even make it if he tried." Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a fatty, and he can't even do one chin up. He can try. We don't turn anybody away, but that's the fact of the matter.
Garrett Grant with the $2. Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons, please.
Hey,
yeah, guys.
AJ, I've said for 20 years now exactly what you've been saying, that you black folks, you are the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah, and here's the thing, guys. Sorry to say this, because Lord knows anything that you say, like in the last stream. So whenever that they break out the Chipotle rap, and they wrap up a 304, and I play the right. You know that one day, because you know Angel's Puerto Rican, he's always here. You know that one day there's gonna be some white Karen chick in the comments being like, "How can you do that when you have a Hispanic man there? You're so racist." It shouldn't be that Rogue can say a fact about a group of people, and because of his skin color, he states that fact, and it's racist, right? It's a fact. It doesn't matter who says it. You know what I'm saying?
Also, black chicks are a no-go.
No-go.
Jessica, okay, hold on, guys. Let's pump the brakes and look at Jessica's question. Okay, he says, I disagree about drafting. Men are at their core being essential for protection. Being a soldier is quintessential. Okay, but here's the thing. No, because I don't believe in a draft. There should be a volunteer military. Period. The people who want... Now, I could see like in extreme times where, like, let's just say that we were fighting a war on two fronts against China and Russia. Let's just say, like, and we need... Look, fine, but when World War II happened, we didn't need a draft because so many men signed up. You know what I'm saying? So we should either keep it voluntary or make it fair and draft men and women. Women can be drafted for support roles because Lord knows we need more of those. You know, the men do the fighting, so the women do the support roles. What I'm saying is, in the interest of fairness, if you're going to draft one gender, you should draft both. Or not draft anyone. You know what I'm saying? So...
You can be a soldier, you can make a bullet.
No. Jessica.
All right. I gotta get to bed, guys. You have a good night.
All right, man. Take it easy. Now, so Jessica, are you saying that the military should only be for men? That's what you're saying. We're talking about the draft itself, where the draft means that they can against your will pull you into the military and make you so the draft is B and C. He's talking about A. So he's saying that there should be an only male military. Okay, I see that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that there's still support roles, nurses and Dan. What are some of the female roles? Dan?
Payroll.
Was it payroll?
Accounting and finance and payroll and medical and food
logistics.
Service.
Yeah, food service.
Logistics, yeah.
Yeah.
When the Marines first got women to come in, that's what they were. They were in those support roles. And getting back to the social experiments is, since Congress controls our money, you have somebody like Senator Kristen Gillibrand from New York State.
Yeah.
She'll say, "Hey, Marine Corps, we control your money, so you have to do this experiment, and you have to let women into infantry. And if you don't do it, then we're going to cut off your money." And the generals have to say, "Aye, aye," 3 bags full, and then they do it. And then you find out that women don't go into it. Then they'll come back and say, "Why don't you have enough women in infantry?" Well, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So,
well, what's that senator's name again?
Kristen Gillibrand of New York.
A pot smoking slut.
It's such a joke, dude. It's such a joke. 'Cause all these chicks that are like advocating for it, would never go ever. They would never ever go.
AJ, you know what the problem is? These leftist feminists, they hold the Israeli military up as a template.
Be careful now.
The small hat military.
Yeah, okay.
And the problem is, it's not an apples to apples comparison, because the small hat people know if they fail, they will be eradicated. So they have to fight harder. Their back is literally against the wall. Here, if a 304 doesn't want to fight, she just comes up preggers.
Yeah, guys. Do you know how crazy? Okay, that's one of the things. I don't know how I didn't put two and two together. Like, I gotta, that was one of the craziest things I've heard. Was you go to like Reddit threads about women in the military, and you see girls telling girls how to do this. And then also, do you guys remember when I think it was Gal Cannon said that things are so bad that even the Mormons now have to get single moms in there. That's how crazy the Mormons are trying to get single moms in the church to make their church bigger. School Trap says, in the new Civil War movie, some super soldier chick killed the president, a female sister Navy SEAL. What? Are you serious? Well, I won't be watching that. You know what I'm saying? And then Steve says, New York is nuttier than California. Yeah. I tell you guys, we should actually oh, Angel said he's finally leaving New York. Look at that, man.
Yeah, Angel.
He's getting out of there like freaking Snake Plissken, man. And guys, just real fast. Okay, this says paternity fraud can occur in many ways. Say a default judgment. So a mother seeking child support or welfare falsely identifies the wrong man as the father, leading the court date to where he does not appear, which happens all the time. Huh? Okay. Erroneous in-hospital paternity. Now, this is what happens where guys sign the birth certificate when the kid isn't theirs. Or presumption of paternity, where According to paternity and common law, it's a legal determination that a husband will be presumed to be the kid's father, meaning that if you are married to a chick and she has that baby, you are automatically the baby daddy. Clown world. Look at that. Now, guys, here, let's go over here because we're just going to look at
Doesn't
this.
make any sense at all.
Well, they call them debastardization laws because someone got to come take care of them kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it takes the support.
Guys, one at a time, please.
It takes the support.
Whoever made that law should be stuck against the wall.
Well, once again, Brent, Rogue, Dan, right now, all this is, like I said, it's a small group of dudes that are using government and women to redistribute wealth from us to them. That's all it is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. By naming the father on the paperwork, whether he's the father or not, it takes the onerous of support off the state and puts it on the back of the individual male.
Yep. And then who collects a percentage of all that child support money, all that alimony money, and the court fees? The judge. The judge collects all that. That's how these judges can start at like 175 grand a year, or whatever, and retire multi-millionaires. $300,000-$400,000 a year, easy, and just fees from court fees, and then alimony and child support. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely insane. Now, guys, this guy right here. It says a dad failed to appear for paternity hearing because he is deployed. Look at that, guys. And this is in Texas. Okay? I don't even see it. Oh. And this is the one judge we had.
If my client is deployed, I'm not sure if he was able to appear for any of those settings due to military service, because once he's found to be the father, we cannot unring the bell.
Your Honor, the state in the...
So this chick filed to see if he had to have the DNA testing, but he was deployed, and you know she did that on purpose. You know she did that on purpose.
The SCRA attorney are not in agreement today.
Steve, yeah. He says that the courts are... They're supposed to make exemptions for a deployed serviceman. Yeah, should and supposed to. Okay.
We would like to go forward and set temporary support based on the fact that Mr. Portalatin has been scheduled for 3 DNA appointments and has not shown up to any of them. And I believe Ms. Farah is in opposition to him being named to establish the parent-child relationship before she's able to contact him.
Hey guys, good on whoever the serviceman is, because he got a lawyer.
Well,
Sovereign says he had a crush on a chick. She was pregnant. He didn't know it. She showed no signs, and he dodged a bullet because he didn't smash. Dude, good on you, man.
We have the affidavit showing he failed to show
Sovereign,
up.
We do, Your Honor.
Bullet.
Yep, big time.
I just was able to pull it out of our system. We've been having some issues with technical matters today, and I will make sure it gets emailed to the court right now.
All right, Ms. Farah.
Your Honor, my opposition to moving forward today is because I'm not certain if my client is deployed. I'm not sure if he was able to appear for any of those settings due to military service. I was appointed in this case because he is a service member. I have a phone number for him that we have been texting and calling. I have not been able to get a hold of him. And so my understanding is we reached out also to the custodial parent in this case. She was not able to provide us any.
Oh, look at that. You were right, man. Look at that. The Service Member Civil Peace Act provides financial and legal protection for active duty service members, including National Guard, reserve members and their families.
Further information. And so, Your Honor, I cannot say with certainty whether my client has been able to appear for any of those settings or if he is off somewhere where he is not even aware of the proceedings. And so, in light of that, I would be opposed to any finding of paternity in this case because there is no DNA test, no AOP, and therefore, unfortunately, there would be no ability to proceed with regard to support because I am opposed to a finding of paternity when I don't know if he is even able to show up for any of those appointments.
Good.
Bingo.
Service on this first time.
Guys, drop a 1 if you've traveled South America, Asia, Eastern Europe, and you notice that women don't cut their hair all short and look like lesbians. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? That is a uniquely Western thing. You know what I mean? Guys, I've been to Chile, Peru, Costa Rica, Uruguay, Argentina. You know what I'm saying? These chicks do not cut their hair short. They just don't.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Andy, what's up, man? Andy, you goonie. You remember?
Looks like he was served in Hinesville, Georgia, which is where Fort Stewart is. Have you contacted any persons or any official personnel at Fort Stewart to see whether or not we can locate this gentleman?
I have not, sir. We have, like I said, we've only been able to call and text. If
he's
the court
deployed.
would allow us one more extension, I will contact Fort Stewart, either myself or my paralegal, and see if
Never
we
thought
can
I'd say this, but
track this
wood
gentleman
chipper.
down.
What?
Never thought I'd say this, but yeah, she can get the wood chipper.
Who?
The wife.
Oh, well, I don't think she's the wife. I think she's just some 304 trying to pin a baby on him. You know what I'm saying?
It's Mr. Fair. I'm looking to give you 7 days. I won't. I want to. He doesn't. You know, this is only him. He got served. He
Look at that.
Service member.
Look at that right there, guys. Right there. It's on him. He's deployed. Oh God. Oh. Guys, absolutely insane.
I'm just doing this because my presiding district judge told me never to default to service member without opportunity, even when they don't invoke. So you know, when the boss judge tells you to do something, you do something. But the bottom line is this has been going on for months. He hasn't done anything, and this child's obviously not being supported. And like I said, it wouldn't start to the first of September anyway. I'll go ahead and
yeah, Steve. I was gonna say Lou Jean is this guy's name. Lou Jean Jones and Everton Thomas.
Whether or not I want to do this as a special, but I really don't. Mom has been coming back all these times, and this is obviously she's the one person that's still taking care of this child. So I'm really
maybe she should have kept her legs closed. How about that?
She let him hit it raw.
Facilitate something here. Let's see what I got next week.
I understand, sir. I would just appreciate, even if it is 7 days, for us to reach out to Fort Stewart, to see if we can find him. Because once he's found to be the father, we cannot unring the bell.
What do you got next Wednesday at 9 a.m.?
Yes, sir. Tuesday would be fine, sir.
All right, then. I've received the DDC confirmation of non-collection. So I'll just say that. Ms. Fulton, you there, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, I understand your frustration with this, and I wouldn't be doing this unless my boss had told me that I need to do this way.
See? Do you hear that? He wouldn't be giving this serviceman a chance unless his boss told him you do not just default make a service member the father.
Hey, AJ, what about that judge the other night that was sitting in the courtroom and coaching the woman on what to say?
Oh yeah. What's his name? Skimmit or what's his name? The weird name. Not Not Gunter with the freaking weird blonde hair. And not the Hispanic dude that hates men, but yeah, that other guy.
That was Judge Fluffy.
Yeah. The guy's an idiot, man.
So again, when your boss tells you to do something, you got to do it a certain way. But the bottom line is, this gentleman's had every opportunity to take care of this, and he hasn't. So I'm going to give Ms. Farrah the opportunity to actually try to contact the United States Army to see whether or not there's they can get hold of him and have him contact her. That's all she technically. That's what she. That's all you probably need to do is, I'm an attorney that's been appointed representing him under SERA, and this is my number. He needs to contact me immediately. Otherwise, he's going to get defaulted next week. So at least on a temporary order. So anyway,
I'm with you because this has been dragged out long enough. It's like he not trying to.
Yes, ma'am, I know, and he's probably hiding behind. I've had so.
Yes, I mean.
Do you hear this guy? Do you hear this guy? All right, he's probably hiding. You don't know about it. He's deployed in the military.
Yeah, never mind the fact he's over in Poland, 10,000 miles away, or God knows where.
I told you guys, all these ethnicities. Oh, these men. Oh man, they're so. Now, guys, this is what men have to go through. Oh wait. No, is it?
What type of he will be in court trying to justify and say that this is not his child? This is ongoing.
No, I think that person is not on the actual screen. They're just called in.
I know. I've been doing this before. It's not my first rodeo, but I got to worry about federal statutes. But again, the state wants. I know I can go ahead and do it for temporary order. And Ms. Farrah, it's a temporary order. Anything can be undone at final. I can find he's not dead if the DNA comes back, so that'll work. But until then, yeah. But the bottom line is, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it. I won't have a commanding general call up the presiding judge and bless him out about a default hearing again. So I'll go ahead and give the headline the opportunity to get him, and you'll be the first thing.
Is he speaking English?
That's the same thing. Is that even English?
Yeah. What are you saying, Dan?
He's speaking Black Texan.
I do.
That's not even Black Texan. That's like literally nowhere.
I don't even know what he's saying.
What day will I be coming back, sir?
Next Tuesday, the 29th.
Okay.
The next last girl's birthday. I got a lot of birthdays. It would have been my dad's 93rd birthday.
Shut up, dude.
Then next week I'll at least make a temporary order, and I'll take you up as soon.
Well, guys, this is
what the judge was doing. Is they all want to do. I've been to family court so much. Is all they want to do is clear their docket. They want to get stuff off their desk as fast as possible, and whoever yells the longest. And there were times where I was overseas, either in the Marines or I was overseas when I was a civilian after I retired. And her lawyer would always say, well, Mr. Sparks isn't here because he's ditching his responsibilities. Meanwhile, I'm sending her $4 or $5 grand a month home to take care of my kids.
Like
but
through the courts or not through the courts?
Well, this was after the divorce stuff. We had other stuff that we were handling. But her lawyer would always paint it that since I was an expat and living overseas, that I was dipping and dodging the U.S. legal system.
Please tell me you got some sort of payback.
Yeah, she contracted herpes and I didn't. She tried to give it to me, but she didn't. Yeah.
Yo, so after she friggin' got rid of you, she got with Nug, dude. And Nug said,
got with Nug, and she's such a funny story. She's such a PIG. So in Virginia, you have to be separated for a year before the divorce is finalized. And so if you have kids, so we started it, but the clock was clicking, and we were still living in the same house. But we weren't having any relations, because she couldn't afford to leave out. And everybody said, Dan, don't you go. You got to stay with your boys, whatever. So we're there in the same house. She's going out partying every Friday, Saturday night for girls' nights. I'm there with the kids. I'm keeping it clean. I'm making lasagna. Everything's cool. Well, I'm cleaning out her car because she's a PIG, and I find the paperwork from our mutual doctor saying it, that you have, herpes simplex 2. I was like, oh, snap. And the bad thing was that was the same weekend that Ray Lewis knocked out his girlfriend in that elevator in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
And I was so ticked. Fortunately, she wasn't at home. I kept thinking, I can't do anything. So I had to sit on my hands for the whole weekend until the clinic opened up to get checked and found that I didn't have it. And then I had to sit on it and pretend like I knew nothing until the divorce went through. And I bring it up all the time and say, hey, you ever find out who gave you herpes? I don't have herpes. I said, baby, we went to the same doctor. I got the darn proof. And then 7 years later, I'm still clean as a whistle. But that just goes to show in the big metro areas, DC, Baltimore, Virginia, DC, Baltimore, Richmond, Atlanta, all that, the STD rate is the highest for what group?
B-dubs, man.
Black women.
B-dubs, yeah.
Yep. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis.
Yep.
The
HIV.
Yep.
Yeah, the HIV, the high five, the HIV. The herp dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I don't understand. Like,
I can't understand these women raw dogging it like that, dude.
But if you look at the rates of diseases, there's a lot less men who have these dudes than women, because all the women are all sleeping with all the same dudes.
Oh, yeah, it's the same small core of guys that they're all chasing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So,
and if you look, guys, black women also have the highest rate of out of married childbirth by multiple men.
Yep, the shoot was it 65% of black single moms have kids by multiple men. You know what I'm saying? 65%. Yep. Yeah, guys, Baltimore, DC, Jackson, Mississippi, and there's another city that are like the herp dirt capitals. You know what I'm saying? But guys, anything else to say about the military before we switch gears here?
No, I think we rode this horse to death.
Here, Dan, can you please tell us like what you told your son before he joined, like just in case there's any young guys out there that are thinking about joining.
So my son was in school and he knew he wanted to go to college for engineering, and so he's like, Dad, I want to go to these schools, but they cost a lot of money, and I don't want to have any student loan debt. I said, well, son, then you're going to have to go into the military. And if you can go into the military, you don't want to go to the service academy. You want to go to a regular school. I said, you're going to have to do ROTC, which is the Reserve Officer Training Corps. Basically, Uncle Sam, the Army, the Navy, or the Air Force will pay full tuition and fees for kids to go to these colleges. And in return, the kid has to do 5 years of active duty. So I framed it to him. You go to the Army. Even though I was in the Marines, I said, you're going to go to the Army because the Army has more money, has more jobs you can do. The Army's better when it comes to diversity as far as promoting black officers than the Marine Corps is. And what'll happen is you're going to have work when you graduate. As soon as you graduate college, you're going to have 5 years of 3 hots and a cot. You're going to get paid on the 1st and the 15th of the month. And you're not going to have any student loan debt. And he was so smart that he actually signed a contract with the Army to do 6 years instead of 5.
Nice.
So they made him regular Army. So it says, think about it. You get paid twice a month. You have 72 guaranteed paychecks coming that you know about. And then that 6-year period, you can get your skills, you can get your certs. They'll send you to grad school, and you'll be debt-free. And you can leave the Army after 6 years, go into the reserves, and then you can go get a job in Silicon Valley because he was a computer science major. So yeah, so all those in the Army, in the Air Force, and all branches are not meeting their recruiting goals. They're hurting for, like I said earlier, the best and the brightest youngsters to go in who aren't druggies, who aren't overweight, who don't have mental problems. And that rules out a lot of women because what? over 50% of women are on what? Antidepressants.
That's true.
Overweight and no good in a fight. Period.
Well, the thing is that these chicks honestly think that they're So, guys, we're so far removed from things like death and violence, right? And it's like, okay, there's places in Mexico, places in South America, Asia, and stuff where if your family member passes on, guess what? The priest comes, does the final rites, and you guys start digging the hole. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's how
the
it works.
problem is, AJ, all these chicks in the military have all deluded themselves into thinking every last one of them is G.I. Jane.
Yeah. But even doing
pretty much.
doing jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, or whatever, guys. Story time, right? Okay, so I was a pretty good kickboxer, and then jiu-jitsu and stuff. But I tell you, the first time I ever hard sparred a guy who was like bigger than me, homeboy, he was a Brazilian. He had tattoos. He had cauliflower. I should have known something was up, right? And you guys remember on Rush Hour when Chris Tucker goes, "Which one of you kicked me?" You remember? You remember that?
Yeah.
This dude kicked me so hard. I don't even know what happens. Bang! You know what I mean? And that's when I knew that I was not supposed to be a kickboxing champion. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening, right? But there was this guy that I used to know. He was a black kid also, and he used to break dance. So he spent from when he was like 5 to when he was in his 20s break dancing. Any type of tumbling or gymnastics, diving is good. Those skills and that athleticism translates into all sports, right? So he was like a white belt in jiu-jitsu, tapping up guys that were like purple belts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. And then when we started kickboxing, he had been doing Muay Thai for about 6 months, and this girl was there. She was a national champion. He was like 175 pounds. She was like a $165, right? And she was like pretty jacked. And she started coming at him hard, and he knocked her out. You know what I'm saying? And everyone was like, "Oh man, you're a pro." He's like, "No, I'm not. I just started training like 6 months ago." You know what I'm saying? So I've seen girls that were championship level get worked by a regular dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, let's.
AJ. AJ.
Yeah.
Hey, you know the old 1950s movie actor Jimmy Cagney?
Yeah.
He was a jiu-jitsu black belt. His hobby was jiu-jitsu. He loved it.
You guys know Chuck Norris is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, right?
Oh yeah, and he's ex-Air Force too.
Yeah. Chuck Norris, he would just show up to like Brazilian jiu-jitsu events and compete. In the last 15
and Bruce Lee was a dancing champion before he did martial arts.
All of them did though. Ali, remember when Bruce Lee first moved to the United States, he was a cha-cha instructor.
Champion in Hong Kong. Yeah.
Ali used to compete in salsa and merengue. He used to compete back in the day. A lot of guys who were fighters are dancing too, because you look at how you train. You know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever seen actually how fencers train? How they have like steps on the ground where it's like the stepping stuff or actual boxing stepping techniques like footwork drills. You're just dancing. You know what I'm saying? It's all it is. Yeah. So, but all right, guys, let's just switch gears here.
That's the sound of the police.
And guys. Okay, this week, I do have the Rumble up. I'm gonna post some content there tomorrow. I have to get my banner fixed. So this is a preview. All you guys, I will be doing Rumble now. So as I will drop the link to the Rumble in the Discord first, and then on the channel probably either tomorrow or Tuesday. Guys,
hey, why didn't you do locals?
Huh?
Why didn't you go to locals? I like locals better than Rumble.
Well, I haven't used locals, and I guess it's more paid. I could, Well, locals is more of like a. I guess I could do either or. I thought about locals, but then like
You see,
maybe
Joker's over. I'm on Joker's platform and locals.
okay, maybe I should use both because here's the thing. I have a lot of like you guys. I have a very subscriber engaged channel, right? So if you look at the size of my channel compared to, like, there are channels that are 3, 4, 5 times bigger than mine that don't get 50 to 80 people in their lives regularly. I can have a random live on a Friday and have like 60 people in there.
I love it when the women show up for the 304 night.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. I told you guys 40% of my viewers on 50 and 304s are female. 40%, 4 out of 10. I guess girls like regular, productive chicks like watching 304s get body slammed. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, okay, guys, let's do this.
Hey, you know the Joker uses YouTube to rope people in to get them interested, and then
locals, right?
Huh? What?
Into locals, right?
Well, no, he uses YouTube Better Bachelor to get people interested, and then he'll say, "Come on over and join me at locals."
Okay, well, yeah, because the thing is, I haven't posted anything yet, but guys, let me know what you would prefer. Maybe I'll do a poll. But the thing is, like I said, I have guys in Discord. I have all you guys in the lives. You know what I'm saying? So maybe because locals is like a more personalized version of Rumble. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll try that first.
And what's nice about locals is they don't censor anything, and you can say or do whatever you want over there.
Does Rumble censor stuff?
That I do not know, but I know locals it's completely controlled by the content maker.
Okay, cool. School Trap, man. Thanks for $5. He says got up to a blue belt in BJJ. Some chicks are obnoxious and delusional. Facts. Say many have never been in a real fight with strikes to the face. And guys, that's why I don't like when jiu-jitsu players are say that they're fighting. Oh, I have a fight this week, guys. A BJJ match is not a fight. It's not. Seriously, it isn't. A fight is a fight. There's a reason why you call it a fight. You're fighting. School Trap, thanks for the $5 once again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
Okay. And Sovereign, of course. Okay, so that's a couple of votes. Guys, put an R in the chat for Rumble or put an L for locals. And I can try one and then see how it goes. But I'm actually kind of thinking I'll set up the Rumble, or I'll finish it up. But I'll do locals maybe first. I don't know. Because like I said, I have such an engagement with you guys. And I think... But Len, dude, have you ever hard sparred MMA with punches, kicks, elbows, and submissions? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different. BJJ to a fight is what like boxing is to a fight. Where guys, boxers, it's pretty. Boxing's not easy, but it's better when you're not worrying about kicks and knees and friggin' clinching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd like to see someone try and go for heel hooks and leg locks as much as they do in a BJJ match where you can get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? things change a lot. Anyways, guys, so that's something to consider. I'm seeing a lot of R's for Rumble. So I think I'll try Rumble first. But guys, Rumble is going to be just uncensored, guys. I'll talk more about some of the politics stuff we talk about, like the whole migrant thing, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And also go over more news stories. And guys, there's a lot of 5-0 and 304s that I can't show. Or will come at the cops with like a knife, and then, you know what I'm saying? So I can't show those. But we will be having the, like, you know how they have green trailers and then red trailers? It's going to be 504 red over there.
Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
Hey, about a year ago, did you ever see that film clip? I think it came out of Philadelphia, where there was a wreck and the two cops were in the intersection directing traffic, and this huge fat black woman talking smack.
Yes, it was Baltimore. It was Baltimore.
Yeah,
yes.
Punched the cop in the ear, and the cop gave her a 90-degree right in the eye, and she was out cold when she hit the ground.
Dude, that cop said...
Hey, AJ, that was the most soul-satisfying thing because she was out cold when she hit the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, Lynn said that he did Muay Thai judo. Actually, I would say, guys, wrestling, because I wrestled in high school, did BJJ, and then kickbox, and did capoeira also. Guys, believe it or not, it's the takedowns where you get injured the most, right? Judo is tough because you're getting tossed and slammed so many times. You know what I'm saying?
I did judo in college, and that was the first thing we ever learned was how to land. You gotta learn how to land first. And it's funny you mentioned BJJ and Muay Thai. So I live here in Thailand. I go to the fights. There are these two brothers called the Rutalo brothers who are from Hawaii. They're like Italian and Puerto Rican, but they look black. They look like that kid Corbin Bleu from the original High School Musical.
Yeah.
They dominate in BJJ, and they fight in the one championship. You got to Google these boys. They live and train here in Thailand full time. And so people don't really associate BJJ with Thailand, and they are running the tape like 3 years apart. They're young boys, like, 23 and 19. And they're the happiest kids. They have the American flags in the rings. Everybody here loves them. They're super, super energetic. Yeah, School Trap knows about them. I saw them fight for the first time, and they support each other and each other's ring man. And they're just outstanding young Americans. I claim them, even though they say that they're Hawaiian or Puerto Rican or whatnot.
Yeah, well, we'll remember that. The Hawaiian flag is really, really, really cool. So, and I mean, look, dude, there's nothing wrong with carrying a Hawaiian flag because
no, they wave the U.S. flag.
Yeah. What I'm saying is they are Hawaiian because remember Hawaiian's ethnicity, right? Yeah. So and also too, yo, try going to Texas or Maryland, right? You want to see people waving the state flag? Go to Maryland, dude. Like they're the only place that loves their flag more than Texas is Maryland.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I met a guy the other day who had a Maryland brother man.
Yeah.
Maryland flag tattooed in his arm. I'm thinking, what kind of nut? I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm not going to get the Pennsylvania flag. People love the DC flag too.
Yeah, wrestling's good, but look, it's not hitting a guy and knocking him out. It's hitting him and knocking him out, and then his head hitting the concrete. With judo, you're just skipping the hitting part and just slamming their head against the concrete. You know what I'm saying? So, but all right, guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
The world's only 3-time back-to-back undefeated sumo champion was from American Samoa.
Yeah. Guys, there's a Cuban guy. I forget his name, but he's a wrestler. He's a 4-time Olympic gold medalist in wrestling. 4 times. That means when he was like 18, 22, 26, 30 to 34, and he's going to be in the Olympics this year too. And he's favored to win the gold. Dude is a complete savage. Okay, so there's chicks trying to shoplift, guys, of course. And of course, the race card is out. Let's go.
Stop resisting. You're not going to talk to me like I'm a kid. Aren't you talking to him? He's an don't talk to him, but you won't cuff me, my racist.
Please.
On March 6th, 2022, police responded to...
Huh?
So what's first on the bingo card tonight?
I know, right?
TJ Maxx regarding a report of a woman shoplifting.
It's time! Let's go, dude.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. I did not steal nothing.
Please.
Here's another one. She just came out. No, I did not have nothing.
Man, stop resisting.
Stop resisting. No.
Those bags are the ones that she took.
Stop resisting. I didn't take nothing. Sir, please. I'm not resisting.
I got it. Good. Stop. She's with you. Someone else?
No, she was by herself.
Yes, I'm not by myself. I'm not by myself.
Literally while I was there.
21.
Okay, can you hurry up and do it, please? My mom will be in the car.
Just relax your arms, man. Relax your arms.
She's in the car. I'm in the car. Please. Sir, do it. Please, so I can get up.
They're gonna get you up. You have to get handcuffed first.
I know.
You have to get handcuffed first.
I know.
So let them get the cuffs on you. Hang on. Move this arm backwards.
Okay.
Yep.
No, we came together.
The proceeds are right there.
We came together.
Put your leg up.
Okay. Please,
You're going this way. Get back over there. Get back over there. I'll talk to you in a minute.
I'm about to say, but you don't have to talk to me like
Okay,
that.
get back over there. Get back over there.
You want some of that too?
Stay right there. What's going on? Do you have anything on you?
Morons.
Okay, all right. Don't talk.
Huh?
Did that car say Secaucus, New Jersey?
Oh, is that Joyzy? I was gonna ask where that was from.
Yeah, that's Joyzy. That's North Joyzy.
Yeah, Joyzy. Hey guys. Steve said, okay. School Trap says they all wanted thugs growing up in PG, but PG County has the most attractive black chicks in the USA. That's true, but guys, they are trouble. They will get you caught up in PG County. Yo, Steve, PG is Prince George's County in Maryland, and it's the ghetto. Talking about the ghetto, trying to survive in the ghetto.
It's the richest black county in America. So I'm throwing down the race card. I'm taking credit for my people.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I mean by that is, even if it's not, look. Yo, I've been to PG County. It's affluent, but there's still ratchet outcomes.
Ratchet, gorgeous Prince George's.
That's the thing that I don't understand. Yo, they had to have a curfew for teens because there was so much violence. They had to say if you are under 18 and you're out past like 9 o'clock, guess what? You either get ticketed. If you get ticketed X amount of times, you go to jail. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. And it's all because of media. It's all because you have a group of black kids that have two parents and they're doing well, raising them well. But then the social media and then the influence of other kids raised by freaking a single moms and this trying to fit in stuff. See, when I grew up, like I said, I was into Star Trek and Star Wars and all this other stuff. So I didn't need to be quote unquote stereotypically black. You know what I'm saying? Right.
The cops there are horrible because I went to Howard and I remember years ago a Howard student was minding his own business in PG, drove back to Fairfax, Virginia, but the black PG cop followed him from PG into Fairfax, Virginia, shot and killed the kid for no reason. So it was a black on black unjustified shooting across state lines.
Yeah, it happens. This is the same way as when you see B-dubs that are lawyers and doctors. All it takes is one small thing, and that ratchet comes out of them. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
to me like that. Don't talk to me like that.
She's calmer than you are.
Who calmer than me?
She's calmer than you are.
I'm not even saying nothing.
No.
I'm not like her. So why would you say I'm fine, see? All I asked was what happened. He went off for no reason. Well, he don't know. My attitude is
I need to know how much.
Shut up.
You're not going to talk to me like I'm a kid. You're not going to do that. I don't give a fuck about none of that goofy shit y'all talking right now. I don't.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Guys, don't even talk to him. Why are you talking to him?
Why are you?
It's a big sassy black woman culture.
Well, that's just the thing is so a lot of B-dubs say, oh, we don't know why they think that this angry black woman stereotype. Or guys, how many times have you heard them say, people say I'm a strong black woman. I get offended by that because society has put this label. No, you put this on yourself. Carlos X, man, I appreciate the $3, man. He says, how dare that they steal from a white tee and socks store.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
In School Trap, you are correct. Guys, here's the thing. This is the saddest thing. Dan, cook with me here. How many times do you remember back in like the 2010s, from like 2010 about 2016, when all that Sodnetter, brother polite, pro-black crap was going on? Remember that?
Yeah.
Who were the chicks that would get into these spaces with black men and be the most blackity black, the black, y'all? It was always the mixed race chicks, right? It was always the mixed race chicks and the super light skinned girls. And they're usually upper middle class, upper class chicks, you know what I'm saying? But it's like they felt guilty, so they had to kind of overreact and try and be uber black. You know what I'm saying?
They would.
Were you saying that?
They would have that white guilt.
Yeah.
Where, well, let me show that I'm not part of the oppressor.
Yep, it's true.
All I ask.
Just don't say nothing to that man, please.
Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
You know what I can't figure out? When I was a kid growing up in the 70s, I'm 62 years old. It was all about color doesn't matter. Be your best person. Throughout the 70s and the 80s and into the 90s, things were going really good. Now they did a flip, and now it's all about color.
Well, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with being about differences because we should celebrate our differences, right? Because we should learn more about each other. Because if you look at I'm a 6'3", 245-pound black dude. I'm not the same as a 5'8" Asian dude. I'm not. Our experiences are different, but we should celebrate that in the same way. Like I said about the Olympics, we have Jamal Jenkins do the 100-meter dash. We have Chin Woo play friggin' ping pong, and we have Trevor Johnson do the pole vault. But to say that differences don't matter means that you have the Asian dude running the 100-meter dash. Now, what's wrong to me is I would rather deal with a good old-fashioned down-home, Southern. I don't like you because you're black to your face than this woke racism where, okay, guys, story time. I was in advanced placement European history at high school. I was always really, really smart. My dad's a physician, and my mom works in medicine. So my family went from being really, really, really poor to being really, really, really successful. I'm the only black kid in the class because my high school has only had 30 black kids in the school. This lady turns to me and says, "Oh, AJ, this field trip's kind of, I know that it costs a lot, so if you want us to make a payment plan, we can." I said, wait a minute. My dad pays more in taxes than you make in a year, and you're just thinking that because I'm the only black kid in the class, I can't afford to go. You know what I'm saying? That's more racist than someone just saying, "Look, I don't want to talk to you because you're black." You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I was getting at is in the 70s, it's like everybody's equal, everybody's the same, you know, and now we have black people black people advocating for separate classes,
Yeah,
separate
that's crazy.
spaces. That's what I'm talking about.
Separate graduations and stuff. Separate dormitories. If my granddad, who went to school in California, when California schools had they didn't have segregated classes, but they had segregated dormitories. If he could resurrect from the dead, and in 2024 see that they have all blacks only dormitories again, I bet he couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's exactly my point. If we would have been like that back in the 70s, there would have been riots.
Yeah,
if white people had said, you blacks, you need to have separate dormitories, separate lunch facilities, separate seminars, people would have lost their mind. Now it's okay to do it just because it's the black people advocating that. Where did it go wrong? What's the difference?
I don't think that there's a small group of black people doing it, but there's an even larger group of upper class, college educated white chicks.
Yeah.
That are trying to yell and scream at you white dudes and tell you guys they want to dictate to you what's racist. You remember Bill Burr put it the best. They tried to pull the whoop-de-whoop and act like it's been white men this whole time. If that's let's just grant this white guilt that his cisgendered hetero white men have caused every single negative thing in the world. But there was a bunch of white women eating off their plates the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but AJ, you don't understand the black experience.
Oh yeah, please, Dan. Did I ever tell you that my friend's woke girlfriend told me that once?
No.
Yeah. So my one friend's girlfriend, she's woke white girl, and I'm more like fiscally conservative, right?
Yep.
Socially, I'm more of like a libertarian, right? Like I don't care what you do as long as it doesn't hurt people and affect anyone, right? Whatever. But she was like, well, because what I believe didn't fit into her
narrative.
What she read in her African American Studies class, what you don't understand about the black experience. Like, what are you talking about? And here's the thing, guys. This is the two things that are never going to get us anywhere. This white guilt and this blaming of white dudes. I call that the one thing. I mean, both the same. And then this continued stating of the problem. Let's just grant that there's racism everywhere. What? I still have to get up and go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? What can I do about it other than just
say to her when she hit you with that?
What's that?
What did you say to her when you hit her with that?
No, I just told her I am black. I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "What? Why are you trying to woke explain oppression to me?"
So did you get that AOL dial-up look between the eyes?
No, guys, woke explain is one of the best words you could ever use. Seriously, woke explain, because they're trying to woke explain a repression to you. And here's the thing: this is what I've told all of you guys. Anytime that a white chick tries to pull the oppression card on you, always pull the race card on them. If let's just say Rogue is talking to some 25-year-old woke college student about baby deletion, right? You're a man and you can't talk about baby deletion. You like, did you know that 40% of all baby deletions are black? And
in New York City, more babies are deleted than are born.
Yes. And the black population has stayed stuck to 13.5% for the last 40 years, and that the goal of Planned Parenthood was to control the blacks. Hey, Rogue, you should say, I care about black people. Why don't you? Yo, that will stop them in their tracks, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't like the intersectional feminism. Because they always claim to be the biggest victims. That's why white chicks are the most dangerous group, because they can be empowered and be victims at the same time. But the moment you add race and say white women out earn black men, oops, and that they wouldn't trade places with us black men any time of day, all of a sudden they look completely foolish.
Hey, AJ, I'm a member of the world's largest minority. I got red hair.
Red hair, yes. Rogue, have you heard of the ginger side?
No.
Dan, you heard of this?
No, never.
Guys, look it up. The ginger side. Jameson, what's up, man? Jameson's our resident white dude. Anyways, guys, anytime that they race swap or gender swap a character in film or media, it's always the redheads who go first.
Really?
Once you see it, you can't unsee it, dude. Seriously, anytime that they change from a white character to a black character, or from a male to a female, the redhead always goes first. And redheads are one of the smallest minorities there are. Yep, even Steve said yes. Yes, Lynn, white women out earn black men. Yes, it's true. Okay.
Hey, you want to know another neat little redhead factoid?
What's that?
Our red hair gives us a higher pain tolerance. They have to give us higher amounts of painkillers. I've had dentists drilling teeth and put me through the ceiling, and he said, "You got enough drugs to knock out an elephant." Yeah.
I was in Iceland, and there was a whole bunch of redheads. It was crazy. Anytime that I've been to Iceland, or anytime I've seen Bill Burr, because I've seen Bill Burr like 9 times, like every single redhead in the city comes to the Bill Burr show. Now, guys, if Sovereign's still in here, guys, I switched it because I remember that I had this one here, and guys, this is for you, Sovereign, because this is Yo, this chick is stalking her ex-girlfriend. And guys, we all know how these guys. No, Steve. See, redheads are either hella fine or they're gargoyles, dude. There is no in between.
Yeah, well, I ain't a gargoyle.
Redheaded chicks are either look like Punky Brewster or Pollyanna, or they look like that chick with the massive melons from Mad Men. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, get back inside, sir. Okay, we'll worry about it in a minute.
Don't worry, I'm coming for you.
On April 23rd, 2023, in Ohio, police were dispatched in reference to a woman stalking her ex-girlfriend.
There it is.
When the officers arrived, they saw the woman attempting to leave in a lift.
Hello, Officer Savage, local police.
How you gonna call a Lyft driver to help you stalk your girlfriend, and the Lyft driver is just hanging out, and then all of a sudden, poor guy. Look at that.
Oh man, I've driven Lyft and Uber.
Look at that, man.
Kaylee, is that you?
Oh, they know her by name.
4502. Alright, step out for me.
For what?
Step out.
For what?
You have a couple warrants. Step out.
Oh, you got warrants. You're going to jail.
Step out.
For
You have warrants. Step out.
warrants for what?
They're with
You're going
us.
to jail.
It's time. Look at that. Let's go. Moron.
I don't have.
You do have warrants.
For what? For what? For what?
19, send me another card.
For what?
Guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah, drain the vein.
Yes, step it up.
For what?
Said you have warrants with us.
For what?
You're gonna get another charge for resisting arrest.
What do I have
Can't get that picture out of my head now.
Would have told you in a second if you would have just complied.
Well, if you wouldn't have f***ing done this, then maybe I would have. You're not cuffing me until you tell me what the f*** I have to get off of me. Get off of me. Get the f*** off of me. Now.
19, I have Judy under arrest.
Under arrest for what?
Resisting.
For what? Get off of me. Now. Get the f*** off of me. Now.
Tried pulling her out the detainer. She immediately started fighting with me.
Get the f*** off of me.
Sorry, 19.
Is this Lakewood, Washington? I hope not, because Lakewood sucks, man.
I think that's Lakewood, New Jersey.
Okay.
Tell me what I have a warrant for.
19, cars can slow it down.
Tell
Being a moron.
me what I have a warrant.
Step in.
Tell me what I have a warrant for.
We're gonna tell you, Judy, all right? What's your name, Judy?
Tell me.
Okay, yeah, Kaylee, Judy.
Tell me now.
All right.
Tell me now. Tell me.
I saw her getting in the car and... Yeah, it's an Uber, I think. You told her to go ahead with the warrant?
Now.
Yeah. Well, I didn't, but you can go ahead with the warrants.
Yeah, that's not Lakewood, Washington, or else it would say Washington on there. Yeah, I think you're right.
Tell me now.
Well, we just asked, okay?
Tell
We'll tell you in
me.
a second.
Don't tighten
Well, I
these.
see they're fucking loose on you.
They're not loose.
Lord knows she's gonna slip these cuffs, man.
Stop. I said stop. No. Yes. No. I already know who the f you are. I don't like you. Okay, that's fine. Quit tightening them. Because you're sticking your hand in it, trying to get your hand out. No, you're tightening them. Yeah, because you're sticking your fingers in them. So stop. What do I have a warrant for? You have warrants. We'll let you know in a second. Relax. For what?
You have a failure to appear out of us. And then I didn't hear what the one out of Lorain County is for.
Oh, Lorain County when I'm working with them to get my dealer.
Huh?
He said Lorain. Lorain is Ohio.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that might be Lakewood, Ohio.
Okay. Ohio,
Which
Florida.
I think is maybe Cleveland, I think.
Okay.
Very much. I don't have a warrant with
Well, when I
them.
told you to step out, you didn't step out.
Because
That's
you
why
were harassing
Because I was
me.
trying to detain you because I knew you had warrants.
Because you were
Is she high on something?
It is within my legal authority to detain you when I know you have warrants. Yeah.
Okay, with what? Coming in with us, Lakewood. With what?
Failure to appear.
Because I was in the house.
Is this not like this chick and this cop? Two of the most Midwestern looking chicks you've ever seen in your life. You know what I'm saying? They have that like Midwest type of girl look, you know?
Do you have anything on you that's going to
I'm
poke me?
from Michigan.
Huh?
I said, hey, watch that. I'm from Michigan.
You're a dude, though. So then you know what I'm talking about. You know how you can just tell, like, Ohio, like Illinois, Iowa chicks. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, they got that kind of that bland look about them.
Yeah. They're just kind of. I don't even know how to. They just look like an extra in a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Light color eyes.
Yeah.
Jess! Get the
Yeah, Lynn. Yeah, plain Jane. Yeah. True.
over here
I started
now.
dealt with her, we found heroin, so.
Zatch man, what's going on, my friend? Thanks for the thanks, guys. I think I'm gonna hit 8,000 subs here in the next couple weeks, guys, which would be pretty cool. So.
What'd you say?
Oh, and guys, if anyone sees anyone reacting to my videos, drop the link in the Discord, because I noticed there's more and more people reacting to my content, which is really cool.
What's his name? Chow Time Pod. I think he did one of yours.
Yeah, I think he's done two.
Yeah, he's done several. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, guys, he's different because he reacts to people reacting to things. So mine's a reaction channel where like I react to things, or like I'll find clips and react to them, or like make my own compilations. Exactly. But he'll react to people's reactions, right? And I don't do that usually because I don't want to get nailed by any other YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, you saw Abba and Preach, Jubilee got them with like however many strikes because they've been reacting to their content. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do know that like for like 50 and 304s, people do post these, but that's different than like reacting to someone's video like that. So I usually try to not do that. So I'd rather find my own clips, you know?
Over here now. Do you have anything on your pockets? Anything that's going to poke me? Get the over. No.
You hear what she said?
She can throw some hay bales. Let's skip ahead, guys.
Okay, we'll worry about it in a minute.
Wait.
Oh, there it is.
Whoop. There we go.
Ticket for what?
Disorderly conduct, I told you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Really? So if I scream again, I'm going to get another ticket?
Yep.
Yes.
Jess!
Oh, there it is.
Whoop. There we go.
I'm guessing
What's up?
her girlfriend's name is Jess.
Don't worry, I'm coming for you too.
Look at that.
I'm coming for you too.
All right. Take a seat.
Hey, get back inside, sir. Okay, we'll worry about it in a minute.
Don't worry, I'm coming for you.
Look at that.
I'm on methadone. My methadone's in the car too. So thank you very much.
I told you guys, these chicks think they're gonna date chicks and everything's gonna be sunshine and rainbows.
On their property, she's trespassed from that house, so it's probably him. I don't know what that. That's what she is.
Fentanyl, yikes.
Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
When are we gonna do our Grady Judd night? I used to live in that county.
Dude. Okay, guys. You know what? Starting this Friday on the other channel. You know what? How about this? Tuesday for 50 and 304s, and then Friday on the channel. Guys, I'm gonna make a Grady Judd thread in the Discord. Guys, start dropping some Grady Judd press conferences that you want to react to, because I'm going to sprinkle in some of the Grady Judd stuff into 50 and 304s, because that guy is the man. If there's more Grady Judds around, you know what I mean? Like they if they would just like let Grady Judd be in charge of like San Francisco or New York, he would clean stuff up real fast. You know what I'm saying?
You're daring to hope.
Yep, seriously, right? I don't like, and it's not like anything he says is too crazy, but he just means what he says, and he says what he does. So
I was down there when that illegal immigrant shot and killed the two officers and the canine.
Really?
And that was where they shot the guy 68 times when they caught up to him. And the press reporter said, "Why'd you shoot him 68 times?" And Grady Judd said, "Because that's all the bullets we had with us." and then the county coroner, the reporter for WFLA gets up and said, "Well, why did you put," same press conference, by the way, he said, "Why did you put down he died from natural causes?" And the coroner looked Mr. FLA in the eye and said, "Well, when you get shot 68 times, you're going to naturally die."
Yeah, the thing is, just like that knucklehead who I tried to make him in the next George Floyd. Where was that? He got the cop shot like 60 times into the car or whatever. It's like, dude, he shot at the cops 11 times. Any moron can tell you, guys, yeah, that's a good way to get deleted real fast. Just shoot at the cops.
All you need to do is go to YouTube and type in Grady Judd, and it will light up like a Vegas one-armed bandit.
Yep. All right.
Your husband?
He's in the car.
Did she steal these from you?
She undid him so he wouldn't see her at his car, I guess. But he was watching her in the house and videotaped it. And I think the camera still works regardless.
She stole the cameras?
Wait, I'm confused.
I was sleeping. I just got home.
But he was home?
Yeah.
Can we talk with him, though?
Bill!
Is there a camera that was in the front of your house too? Because there's two.
There's three.
That is a Western chick right there, too, man. I bet she's milked some cows in her lifetime.
See her. She messed his whole van up. It's all busted up.
Just now she did all
Yeah. He has it on camera.
This one?
The mirror.
Oh, look at that. Now, why was she messing with this guy?
Where's Savage? Who's 4B?
It's a file down there because
For a restraining order?
you guys were building a case for a temporary protection order.
Okay, yeah, because we had already trespassed her
so
from
she
here.
threatened to take my kid.
You came when she broke the window.
Yeah,
which one? This is the ex-girlfriend? I'm confused. So she left that chick to be with this guy?
I've been here a couple times.
Yeah.
So multiple times she's threatened to call Children Protective Services on us.
Okay.
She's threatened to, like she just did again in front of you guys. He said that because there was no damaging of the property, that I couldn't do anything until she actually does something.
Who said that?
The officer that was here. Because the tire, she just let the air out. She sat there for a half hour.
Okay.
Let the air out.
Did she do that to the mirror?
She picked that white thing off the ground. Go in the house now.
She was trying to break in the other side, and then came over to this side, and then started punching the mirror.
Man.
Do you guys have your license on you?
Yeah.
Let me
I can send them to whoever.
Yeah, can
I'm
you
so
send us?
confused on who's who.
Case.
No, they said that she can come here and you can call them because she has warrants and say I have camera of her here and you guys would pick her up.
So I'm guessing the TPO, that's something you got to do through county. What you were probably told.
So this is
was
the ex-girlfriend.
Trespass, or she's trespassing. I'm glad you said that because I saw him in the car.
Guys, I'm confused. Here, let's do one more here. Right? This chick is drunk, has her kids in the car, almost crashes. Let's get out the race card. Let's go.
On March 7th, 2024.
Hey guys, go and sub to Real Body Cams, man. They're a really good channel.
An officer in Ohio was traveling on Interstate 90 when he observed a blue Honda Civic driving dangerously. The blue Honda Civic failed to maintain lanes, passing into the right, almost causing an accident.
Oops.
At least it's not a Nissan
Altima, yeah. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that.
How you doing? Okay. How much you have to drink tonight? How much have you had to drink tonight?
Driver was soon identified as 29-year-old Brittany Clemens Jones, who had her 2 young children with her inside.
What is she wearing? It looks like she's wearing that bath mat that you got put in front of your bathtub. You know what I'm saying?
The vehicle.
Okay, and I could smell the alcohol coming from the car, and you have a kid in two kids in the back seat.
Look at that.
Okay, how much have you ever drank tonight? A couple of drinks? Okay. Okay. 35. Can you find my location? Do you have a valid license on you? Okay, can I have it? You almost hit 3 cars.
Whoops.
Okay, well that's
No,
what
I
the dash
didn't.
cam will show.
No, I didn't.
I didn't do anything. I was drinking a beer. Why can't I drink a beer?
No, the dash camera will say it.
Hey, when did she start complaining that her vagina hurts?
Oh yeah, that's guys. Once again, guys, I have a bounty on the rest of the Bianca video. Okay, somewhere out there is the footage of Bianca going to jail and in jail. Please, if anyone can find it, I will compensate you monetarily. Okay.
Or the dash camera will just show it. Is there a gun in the car or no? Okay.
I have a gun license.
I saw that. That's why I asked.
Right. I have a gun license.
Okay.
And I have my 2 children that I'm trying to get home. So, Peter, whatever you want to do,
Okay.
I'm trying to get home.
Okay. Why don't you step out of the car for me?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
Hey, at least she's not bouncing around the inside of the car like Sacramento.
Yeah.
Okay. Off what? Okay.
That's right here. I'm going to do for you.
Okay.
This exit right here.
Okay.
And there's an officer.
Excuse me?
I said there's an officer.
Yeah.
How much did I have to drink tonight?
That's correct, because I could smell it coming from right here. Okay, but when I smell it, as soon as you roll down the window, that's absolutely how I'm gonna approach it. Because you almost hit 3 cars.
Damn.
Okay, the last one you just almost hit.
Did he say she had 3 kids in the back seat?
I don't have to believe it.
She has 2 kids in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Sad, right?
I'm surprised they still let her have her in the vehicle. I'm surprised they haven't dragged her out by now.
If this was a guy. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be playing games.
Ma'am, it's all on camera.
AJ, I'm just constantly surprised at the disparity in the treatment between men and women. Walking around with no handcuffs on, just casually. You know, that's what got that cop shot last month, that he didn't take that woman seriously.
Yeah.
And she took his gun away from him.
Yeah, but remember the one we just saw where the cop was taking her to the car. She got her hand on his gun in the holster, shot him in the leg. Remember that?
Yeah. They're just so lax at taking women seriously.
Yeah, well, they're going to learn the hard way because more and more reports of these women. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the one where the woman got the cop's rifle and she was in the back of the car and she pulled it through the cage and shot the car up?
Yep. And then did you see the girl in L.A. who ran up to the cop, grabbed his gun out of the holster, and then deleted herself? You see that?
No. Oh, was that the one where she was on a pier, I think?
No. He was opening the door to let some people out, and this girl ran up behind him, grabbed his service weapon, and then put it to her head, and did the deed.
I'm holding you up because you're getting out of the car.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You absolutely are.
I would drive home.
You're not going to drive home. That's just the thing. You're not driving. She has 2 kids in the backseat.
And of course, she's on her phone, right? Of course. I told you guys, the phone is like God to these 304s. It's social media. It's like Jesus.
Well, that's their way of saying you're not very important in my life.
Yep, that's facts.
Get out.
The police officers just unlocked my car door, and I got both of them. No, mine. Both of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go take my pills. I'm a 7-year stage 4 cancer survivor.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was even in a coma at one time. So
man, you got the Grim Reaper in a headlock, man. That's what's up.
Well, at one point, I've had 3 life-threatening incidences, and at one point, the doctor literally came in and said, "We have no excuse for you being alive. We have no explanation. We don't understand why you're still with us."
Some people are just too ornery to go. That's rogue for you, man. That's rogue. Well, hey, like I said, we're always rooting for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, like, and thanks for always posting in the Discord, man. And like I said, guys, anytime you guys want to come up, like I said, guys, the Rogue Dan, all you guys, I like making videos, but I enjoy the lives the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could just do this all day, I would really like. I could. So, yeah, man. I hope that you're around for a long time, because we got a lot to cover in the next. You know, this is an election year, and then in the next, I tell you guys, in the next 3 to 5 years, there's gonna be something, I don't know what, but it's gonna make the West swing all the way back the other way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's gonna be, but guys, just put yourself in a position where monetarily it doesn't affect you either way. You know what I'm saying? So, but all right, bud.
Have a good night, man.
Have a good one.
Officers are harassing me. I didn't
Harassing you.
Hey.
I didn't refuse anything.
You guys have a baby handler, right?
It's sad. These kids
You
are.
can call your grandma. It's okay, bud. You can.
Don't come to me. Give me my mom.
But here's the thing,
Exactly. But I
she
didn't
was
do
drinking and
anything
driving,
wrong, so you don't have to
and she almost hit a lot of cars. Okay, she's gonna be okay.
kids are
She's gonna be okay. What's that?
Get out so we can have this
Yes,
conversation.
Mom. I am literally seeing her get off my wrist. Mom.
No.
This lady is literally grabbing my wrist. This man said that he did not.
Little kids have Jordans, but you
And
can
this
buy
lady
them in
just
child
took my-
seat.
Yeah, yep, that's true. And she's driving drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Keys without no proposition, no correct proposition. Mom.
What is she talking about? No proposition?
Proposition.
You had no legal obligation to arrest me, officer. This current arrest of Clanera Y. Foster. Mom, look. Because got me up. And I swear to God, Mom. Hold on, man. I'm going to show you, Mom. I'm going to show you what they...
It's time! Let's go, dude. Let's go. Oh, it's 2 chick cops, I think. No, one's a guy. Did you see the size of this chick cop? Guys, look at look at this chick cop. Look at the size of her. Look at Mama.
We now can banter
Look at that.
Mom, that's my
She's on the phone.
harassing me, Mom.
Hold on, gotta get off.
Mom.
And look at the kids trying to help her.
Can I get my mom's phone? Just give me my mom's phone. No.
Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? And now these kids are gonna grow up hating cops all because their friggin' mom is an idiot. These cops haven't done anything wrong, except they've saved lives tonight because this knucklehead was friggin' driving, Tokyo drifting to Civic. You know what I'm saying?
Mom, man, get the. I need a back on you. My mom.
You wanna hold this one?
Isn't this the saddest thing you've ever seen?
It's horrible. But she got Apple Watch, she got iPhone.
Yeah. But she can't get an Uber, right?
Yeah. And she doesn't have Uber seats for her kids and cars.
Yep.
Give my phone, y'all. We need more units. Back up. Give my phone, y'all.
What the handcuffs on her?
One angry black drunk woman and they need more units.
Yeah. Then what they doing to me? Literally. Also have medics respond.
Here, go take a breath. I got her.
Show them what they're doing to me. Record.
Hey, hon.
Record.
Go to this.
Do you think you need medics responding? Just out. Yes. I copy.
Okay.
Y'all ain't shit. Record what they're doing to me. So that this can go to court.
Please.
Don't touch me. Sit up. Hey. Sit up.
All right, come back here.
My purse. Man, don't touch me.
What a mess.
You're not about to do this. Why my kids right there? She's going down the county. No, I'm not.
Okay, please.
Ugh. What?
Hold on. My kids. My kids is everything to me.
Please.
Yeah, she couldn't give him. She couldn't give the kids a father.
If you guys honestly believe that she believes what she just said,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Clown World. Conrad's. That's some of the. Dan, what are those shoes things? Those weird moon boots that you see chicks wearing now? You know what I'm saying?
Conrad says around her ankles. Those some ugly ass.
Yeah.
Y'all did this.
Go ahead, sit down.
Get in the car and shut up.
I'm not getting in there without my mother coming. I'm not.
Give her the Addison medicine.
Addison medicine. There was a brother man. He been zapped.
I'm not going without my kids. Them my babies.
They're my babies. Please.
I'm not playing. What's wrong? Record it.
Taser right in the belly.
Yep. Ah, look at that, dude. Get in the car.
Here we go.
Man, what a mess.
You all right?
Yeah.
Your eyes bad. She almost hit 3 cars.
No, my babies. My babies.
She's gonna.
Oh, that's Ohio. Brayton Hall, Ohio.
Yep.
They hurt my babies. They hurt my babies. My babies. My babies.
And here we go, guys.
No, I'm just emotional. Why don't you understand that? My babies. Please, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
And if she had killed, if she had run off the road and they had been deleted, then they would have been blaming society.
Yeah, but then she would have sued whatever bar she was at, or sued Honda or something, because accountability is kryptonite. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Sorry, please. I don't want them to hurt and kill my kids.
Please.
I don't want them to. My baby.
What's she, Johnny Gill now?
My baby. My wrist bleeding.
I know we have EMS coming for you, okay? Are you all right?
No, my wrists are bleeding.
Okay, and I got EMS coming for you.
Please, if y'all can just loosen them a little bit.
No, I got you. I will.
My wrists are bleeding.
You're not going to give me trouble, right?
I promise on my grandfather.
Oh, please, guys.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on, man.
I literally can show you my wrist bleeding.
I know they're bleeding.
They're bleeding.
I know.
I'm not gonna give y'all no heart problem.
Well, you just did though, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Please.
Here, hold on. Untangle your feet.
Okay.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Untangle your feet. Now I want you.
I will cooperate. I promise.
No, you're fine. Scoot your butt this way.
Okay.
And then I need you to face that way and lean forward.
Okay.
The way we got them on is backwards.
They cut my wrist. I promise. I'm not lying.
Your wrists were cut before that.
No, they wasn't.
When we were on the ground, when you punched the other officer, yeah, they got cut because of glass on the ground over there. So you got blood all over you, okay?
Because they harassed me without proper cause.
Ma'am.
Mama, can I call my mom?
We called her.
No, y'all did.
Ma'am. You said you're gonna be cooperative, okay?
I will.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Watch your foot.
Wait. Excuse. Mom. Did you call my mom?
Yes, we got that under control. Okay?
Cause y'all did this.
Oh, I know.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean this. I promise I didn't. I didn't mean this to my kids.
Yep, there's a confession.
Yep.
The suspect was charged with assault, harassment by inmate, improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, receiving stolen property.
Harassment by inmate means she was talking ish to the deputies when she got to the jail.
Receiving stolen property, driving while under the...
Huh?
She had a gun also?
Did she? Hold on, let's see.
Go back. It says,
probably handling firearms in a motor vehicle. Oops.
Improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, receiving stolen property, driving while under the influence of alcohol or drugs, and 2 counts of endangering children. At this time, the suspect's court case is still ongoing.
Mother of the year, guys. Look at that. So, but all right, you guys. I'm gonna shut this bad boy down. Dan, hey man, if you what's that?
As they give me lunchtime over here.
If you don't mind, man, if I could have you on a live stream, you know what I'm saying, and you could talk about being an expat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you are a passport, bro. You know what I'm saying? So one of these days, if I'll draft up some questions. You know what I'm saying? And if you want, we can have a Passport Bros episode because I had one about, I think like right around the end of last year. But now that I know you as a you know, you can give your account, man, because I think that a lot of younger dudes are kind of interested in this, and like once they get the means, like they'll be interested to actually hear someone that has the experience. So yeah, man.
I just sent you my contact in the private chat.
Sweet, dude. Are you in the Discord or no?
Like for instance, every time I go to Discord, it's been with other Discords before. They say that I violated and I can't have a membership in Discord. So I contacted Discord customer support. They're like, we don't have an account associated with your name. It says, I know, but you guys say I've always violated. And so I think I'm gonna have to like create a whole new email address and get on a VPN from Mongolia or something like that.
Okay.
To get in. I'll keep trying.
Okay, cool, man. Right on.
All right, man. Be good.
Any closing words, Dan?
Just keep doing the good work. fellas, keep your heads up. Things are going to get better, and you know, you're not alone. We're all here for each other.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you guys Tuesday for 50 and 304s. Thursday for Courtroom Madness, and then Friday on the other channel. So, all right, guys, have a good one. I'm out of here.